Hola! Make sure you update your damn title.
The title's updated. I just haven't started Fantasy Grounds.
Right now.
And I have to move this stuff over here, and I have to move this screen.
It says Age of Empires for now, Overwatch later.
No, it doesn't.
Storm, restart your stream.
It literally doesn't. Like.
There we go.
Okay. I think
Refresh.
this has to go over there. All right.
I don't have it.
Whose turn for a recap?
I do believe it's mine.
What's that? What's the name? What do I search? Search for
I suppose I should ask, is everybody ready?
Not quite. Well, I'm waiting for the system to finish its stupid shit, but I should be in a minute.
Huh? Oh, nobody's logged in yet. Storm is connected.
Yeah. First, bitches.
More of my thing froze.
We may be having some technical difficulties. Everybody please open up the stream. I would greatly appreciate it. Luke, how the hell are you, dude?
No.
Until we are ready, I'm watching more Metro Exodus mod videos.
Mod videos? Oh, for Witcher?
Yeah, different mods and shit that I'm thinking about adding to my game or not adding.
What?
Because, fuck you, because I play with bots. And I'm still trying to figure out something. And that's a stupid game.
Storm, do you remember what the password for Fantasy Grounds is? Don't say it out loud.
No.
I think I got it.
Oh, wait.
I think I got it.
I got it, Storm. Skylar's coming up with it.
I think I got it.
Fucking pancakes, man. Fucking
Waiting
pancakes.
for it to load.
Oh, yeah, you got it. You connected.
Wait, what?
I don't even remember. Isn't it something simple?
Stop! Don't say it. We're on stream, you fucking weirdo.
I just said, isn't it something simple? I didn't say if it was something.
It's something iconic. I'll message it to you.
Right. Doesn't matter. I'm already in the stream.
Well, yeah, I know, but...
In case something ever happens and I forget it. That's right.
With no spaces.
Obviously.
Just had the best pancakes. I fucking love pancakes. I feel like I'm like 5 minutes late to this conversation. What Storm was saying makes a lot more sense now. I was distracted. I had two, well, I didn't have them both, but I smoked 2 pork butts and a bunch of chicken thighs, and I made mashed potatoes, and they were really good, except Hunter said they were over-seasoned, but he still liked them. I don't really know what that means, but... But yeah, it was 10 to 7 smoke, so 9 hours. Is good. Good. Skylar, you are not in here currently, and also y'all's mic is still muted.
I know I'm muted. I'm doing shit.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, I did watch those videos you had me watch.
Okay, good. That's good, because it's going to be important. Keep in mind, not all of that is going to be completely accurate, because I make my own shit, but...
Exactly. There was some of it I read that to almost automatically hit my saves, I just have to not look at the dude.
Essentially. But, so
I'm not fighting him, so obviously I don't actually physically need to
yeah,
look at him.
He's not going to try to kill you or anything that you know of. So far, he's been helpful.
Right. And anything, I'm like, the best way around it, I can just wear it blindfold. I'm a monk. My spatial awareness is god tier.
Yeah, it would be a disadvantage if you tried to attack something, is the only thing.
Well, we're going to be in there for, you said, maybe 2 rolls.
Regardless, ignore all of that. We are about to get started, I believe. Skylar, are you ready?
Yeah, we should. I just
Never.
have to talk to you.
Let me prep the character sheets and stuff. Get that out of there. Characters. This one. This one. This one. Good.
Hey, Talon, do you still have the stupid box thing?
For the book? Yeah, he has it.
Yeah. Still okay. Good. I need to actually make an active look for that one these days.
What do you mean?
Never.
An active look for it?
Oh, because if we're going to Antol, there might be a chance that my daughter is there, which she's a better artificer than Philandrian is. So.
Excuse me?
The
No, she's not. And he's Philandrian. I made him to be good at everything. I'm insulted.
No. Good. No, I'm joking.
He's like Philandrian. Like, dude, he's Philandrian.
I like Philandrian.
Everybody
Oh,
likes
yeah.
Philandrian.
He's a good shit.
Oh, you don't sit and watch me at home. It has a mute on my mic.
What the
You
fuck?
want to be in different rooms. We can be in different rooms.
Yeah, y'all are on laptops. It's really not that difficult. Hunter, you can go to Madison's office. One of you can go to Madison's office. That's perfectly fine.
No, I just don't think I'm gonna be able to play.
Why? What?
Why?
I'm gonna check out the screen for 5 minutes.
He's loading. It took me a while too. I tried.
Do I need to come up there and do tech support things?
Or is he restarting the computer? Because I heard just somebody leave.
They didn't leave.
It was boring of music.
Oh, it was Music Boy.
When did he get here?
You Music Boy?
Yeah.
He's been here for a while. You guys were listening to shit just prior.
I definitely was not, but I also wasn't in here, so. A copy of a copy of a copy of a copy.
You are home. You remind us happy.
Storm, I have a Queen's Park Swizzle. It's one of my favorite drinks ever.
What's it made with?
Rum, simple syrup, fresh mint, and lemon juice.
I thought you didn't like rum. I think it's somebody else.
I don't like rum, except for this drink.
Oh, okay. I was just gonna say.
You're here, Skylar?
No, I'm doing shit.
I swear to God, somebody said we're all here.
That would be
Well,
fun.
I'm in the lobby. I'm still doing shit.
We're already a half hour late. Can we, go?
Sure, I think I can finish the rest.
What are you doing?
Organizing my screen. Ow.
Are you sure you're not playing Pokemon?
He's not actually. I can confirm.
I'll come upstairs right now. Don't at me. By the way, Luke, please excuse the mic quality. It's kind of garbage right now because a couple of my players are actually at my house. One of these days we'll do a live game and I'll get everything set up so it sounds good and whatnot. But for now, this is what we got. Storm would have to travel a bit, but he can do that.
You make it sound like I just oh, drop what I'm doing and go.
Well, it would be planned, obviously.
Right.
I have a touch screen and I just remembered that.
What? What did you say?
He said he has a touch screen and he just remembered that.
Oh yeah, that's a touchscreen laptop, that is. Is that super nice for this, by the way?
It's like he's playing on a tablet.
Thank you, Einstein.
You're welcome.
Thank you for that very interesting and accurate facsimile.
I hate all of you. Recap!
Okay, recap. All right, let's see here. That was a long one. All right,
It was a long one. Was in fact a long one.
So, all right, I'm gonna start back with
Just start at the beginning, dude.
Yeah, I'm gonna start with Desmond getting the mages on board. They building the cabin. Me heading over to the and then Talon snuck into one of the mages' camps, stole something, threw some shit into one of the cauldrons, made some creepy, foul-smelling, just outrageous, dangerous shit. But he didn't know that post taste. Went down there, investigated. I went down there, came back to the tent. We did the interrogations. Desmond went to play Alchemy Simulator. I'm trying to think. All right, then we went from the interrogation, which was just a shit show and a half, over to the the cabin. At first, it was all right. Then the stupid ass mages cast polymorph on not Gabriel, Blackthorn, which caused him to go absolute James Blackthorn, absolute rage mode, full demonic, like he was gonna murder the shit out of everybody. Eventually, calmed himself down, had a heart-to-heart conversation, confirmed that we do not want Alucard to have the book, which was already ideal. But anyways,
Ideal? Nah, I'm just picking on you. Go ahead. No, you're doing well, actually. This is very
we
thorough
also
compared
learned
to the
that he
recaps we
was-
usually get.
we learned that his real name is.
You will not!
Hold on,
Hunter.
I got this bitch right here.
He said, I will give him the book.
Arbok or Arbako, something like that.
Arboxob is how you say it.
Yeah, I'm still gonna butcher that for a few times until I get it.
It's perfectly fine. That's
Yeah,
a weird name.
Basically, then we discussed that the only people with the Red Cross is the Lady of Secrets or Whispers. One of the two, same fucking thing. Anyhow, then we decided to go to. Oh, I kind of made a group.
I think I called it Lady of Whispers, but I kind of like Lady of Secrets.
We can go with either or. Lady of Whisper, Lady of Secrets. Anyways, and then we decided to travel by the Abyss to Antol with Arbok being our guide. Basically telling me I'm not to resist, but I have plans for that. I rolled high and
something you kind of skipped over. Arboxob is the Blackthorn.
Oh, I thought I said he introduced himself as such, but
Either way.
Anyhow, that's why we're going. Then we were going to go back find our alchemist simulator.
Yeah, I was gonna say one
then-
final detail that I actually need because I don't remember. Where the fuck is Skylar?
Inside the crystal.
In that crystal.
He's
Oh,
in the crystal home.
Oh yeah, you took a nap. You did a sleep. You guys got your
No,
long rest.
I'm making the house.
You guys
No,
got
you
your
made a
long
fucking
rest,
house.
right?
Well,
It looks like you
I have
did.
all my shit.
Somebody's wounded,
we didn't really
25
do
HP. Desmond, why are you wounded?
We might be detonated some alchemy in my face.
Oh yeah, that happened.
Pretty much.
Welcome to Alchemy
So we are going
Simulator.
to go find our fire combustion note. Or
We'll return right after the short break so I can refill my drink.
and then we'll get to it. Now we just gotta go find the guy who's sleeping in a crystal.
I'm not sleeping yet.
Oh, hey, you guys can hear me up here, so I can start. Cool. So,
Is it coming?
is it working? Can you hear me, Storm?
Yep.
Is it echoey?
It's a little bit, but it's not bad.
Okay. So,
It's gonna be. Then I'll mute.
no, that was connecting downstairs and it was going whoop whoop
Oh.
whoop whoop. Desmond, you just had a nice sleep in your newly discovered mobile hut. You're in there with an alchemist that you know to be
I
Grave?
think it's the gray.
the Gray.
What's his name?
His name was Raygon.
And was Gray on. Yeah, and he's the Gray Mage. Cool. Alright.
That's
where
not
you're
a
at.
literal.
You wake up, as you look through the crystal,
Wait. When did it become day? I haven't slept yet.
you guys took a long rest.
At night. It was still day. I mean, it was like starting to turn night. It was like evening. And we were like,
went to sleep.
no, we were walking the cave and we started making it into a house where they were off doing by the hut. And they were walking towards us because their goal was
Y'all took a
to
long rest. When did you take a long rest? I know we took a long
We
rest.
took a long rest
the session before.
morning.
The,
We took
morning,
in
the day
morning.
before.
Then we had breakfast. Skylar tried to
Has anybody used it else once?
No.
No.
Okay, that's all I need to know. I need
Actually,
you to have all your stuff.
Right.
Okay.
Well,
So,
No.
regardless, as you look up through the crystal that you've crawled inside, the light that is filtered through is different colors. The crystal is breaking up the light into a rainbow-esque kind of thing. There's red and green and blue shining through, but it's not very bright. It's filtering out the majority of it. What do you do?
I continue staying up to plan sleeping in there for the night.
I'll be back in a minute. My drink is now filled. I will return to my normal station.
I will return post haste after I get a few more drinks. I might actually need to get a drink. I didn't even drink one for my birthday.
Am I stealing anything?
No.
I am not stealing a damn thing.
Fucking Nat 20
I have
resistance.
never stolen anything. That's how much he is sure he's not drinking.
Because technically, I wanna.
I'll be back.
Corey?
What just happened?
Yeah, your mic's muted.
Oh. Well, that's awkward.
Oh, what's going on?
I might have just been DMing with my mic muted.
Well, re-DM.
That's alright. That's why they were laughing. Okay.
I just saw you drop your drink off, strudel the deck off the screen. All I hear the boys snickering.
Yeah, they could hear me because they're upstairs. They could hear me. I don't know if they even heard what I said, but anyway. Desmond, as you observe this, you continue making preparations to get ready to sleep for the night. Luna, Talon, you are currently with Arboxob, aka the Blackthorn, aka James, and he is willing to take you right now, as he has told you. But you have to find Desmond first. So what do you guys do?
Didn't we see Desmond in the? No, that'd be Hunt. That'd be.
Yeah, Talon knows Desmond was last seen by the alchemist.
He does.
So,
Talon was actually there with him briefly and laughed a bit at what was going on.
Yes, I go to the situation that I still fully believe I had nothing to do with.
Mm-hmm. Sure. And a tree doesn't make
Right.
noise in the woods when it falls. No one's around, right?
If a bear shits
Hey,
in the woods,
every
it'll be
single
no
time
idea.
I've rolled unnaturally high for my deception.
Yeah, it's a thing. Anyway, continuing on. As you make your way forward, what do you say to the Blackthorn? He looks at you and he says, "Well, where's Desmond? We need to get going."
He should be, around the disaster hole.
Of course he is. Why would he be anywhere else?
Yeah, he was there long for a while now. I wonder what he's up to. Nothing too big should have happened, though. I mean, the area is already aired out, so it should just be him.
You realize that it blew up, right?
Yeah, that was a long time ago.
Which disaster zone are we talking about? Are we talking in the mages area or?
Yeah,
the...
they blew up the tent, Storm.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
It went kaboom!
I was there. That's right. I'm sorry. Remember disaster zone? I just watched a cabin get turned to fucking splinters.
Oh yeah, there was two. Yes, you're right. I'm terribly sorry that you had to see that. That was rather embarrassing.
Hey, remember, you get even. You prank their asses back twice as hard.
You
Well,
can turn them into a beetle forever.
Just remember, I'm about to take that short little fuck into my plane of existence.
Please don't kill him. He's still extremely handy to me, even if he is batshit crazy.
I'm batshit crazy. I'm a literal... He looks around. Never mind. Just, let's go.
Agreed. No argument for me.
As you make your way there, the camp around you is starting to wind down from the night. People are gathering around cook fires, this kind of thing, getting in line for chow. you head straight there, and along the way you actually catch the mages, like the group of mages that's not Graydon and, of course, Desmond. But they're not going near the site because they see you and they're like, hey, oh, terribly sorry about what I've done. And this from the red, and he's kind of like being shy and looking down towards his feet because obviously he's terrified of the person with you. So, what exactly happened there? Luna, did you see the same thing that I saw?
I don't know what you're talking about. All I saw was an explosion!
I as well saw an explosion, and I ran.
Good idea.
Anyway,
is anybody else getting mic static?
Yes. Who's that from? So we know who it's from. It's from the boys.
Okay.
Are you guys good up there?
Oh, the guy whose computer lost the internet, so we swapped mics.
Oh God.
Dude, it doesn't matter where I'm at. I'm muted.
Oh no. That's so
What's going on
bad.
now? Are they sharing a computer now? Is that what's going on?
They've been sharing a computer the entire time. The difference is the one they were on before had a halfway decent mic on it.
We got the mic back.
Okay, cool. Oh, that was so bad. Alright. And he says, I think I'll just stay in a different part of the camp for tonight. Thank you so very much. Have a good day. And they like scurry off together, almost like a pack of dogs that just got beat with their tails between their legs.
Well, we missed something.
Don't worry about it. Just roll with it. You're not there anyway.
I just shake my head.
As you continue forward,
up, but they don't realize how bad.
As you continue forward, before you is this giant chrysalis-covered, not chrysalis, like crystal-esque, almost like a living shell, reflective dome. And the light bouncing off of it is almost blinding in the dusk as the sun sets and the yellow light hits it and it gets refracted back and split into different colors.
Oh, that's cool.
I approach it and see if I can try to steal some of it.
I hear the dog drinking water. Anyway. And the worst part is it's my dog and I know that's Chance and not Rocky. Just by the sound.
Well, it's your dog, obviously. Anyways.
Okay. Talon, as you approach it, you pull out one of your daggers. Which dagger are you using?
I'll just use a standard.
You pull out a standard dagger. You try to chip away at it. You get... And you make progress, but it comes off as powder, almost sand-like in its granular structure.
Oh, that is definitely strange.
Well,
But it's hard. It's not soft. It's not easy to do. In fact, as you look at the tip of your dagger, it's dulled.
Do I obviously think I see Talon doing this?
Well, yeah, of course. You're right behind him.
I'm like, I would recommend something blunt.
Oh, I take out a crowbar and whack the crystal.
Make a strength check.
Yeah.
ZD, thank you. I really appreciate the kind words, dude. You're the best.
4.
I know I'm really late to that. I saw it when you said it, but I'm, focusing. You, two hands, overhead swing the crowbar into the crystal, and it bounces back, and it vibrates your hands, actually. It hurts your hands, and you do no visible damage to the structure.
Okay, this stuff is pretty tough.
At this point, Desmond, you hear somebody banging on your house, essentially.
You look at Roland. I'm like,
Great
I'm
on.
gonna go see who's outside.
Great on.
No, Roland, the soldier in there with us.
Oh, I forgot he was there. My bad.
Yeah, we introduced him to the glories of science.
Yeah, he's hooked. Anyway. So you exit then?
No, I have Roland go out and see what's going on.
Talon, Luna, a soldier that you don't recognize crawls out of the small opening that you see before you, almost in a very igloo-like fashion. He stands up, he says, "Oi! Who the hell are you? What are you doing?" Wait, oh, Talon, Luna, I'm so very sorry. May I ask why you're trying to destroy my home?
We're not trying to destroy it. We're merely investigating. Well, he might be doing something. I don't know. Have you seen Desmond?
No, not at all.
Right. Why don't I believe you at all?
Make a perception check.
Okay. Please do not. Fail this.
Insight, not perception. Insight. My bad.
11.
Ironically, still good enough. Yeah, good enough. Yeah, he's completely lying to you. He's like kind of twiddling his thumbs a bit, not looking you in the eye, looking down at his feet, this kind of thing.
I try to crawl in the hole he came out of.
Wait, sir, please, do not go in there.
You try stopping that bird.
He's not getting in front of you. He's just holding out his hand and trying to get your attention.
I keep crawling in.
He doesn't stop you. Desmond,
I just pat him on the shoulder. I'm like, just don't.
I'm just trying to help, Sir Desmond.
Well, we're not. Yeah. Well, we're not here to do anything. We need him to come with us.
He's not here to do anything. To Desmond. And he points over at the Blackthorn. And the Blackthorn just kind of shrugs his shoulders a bit, and he's like, I didn't have any plans to.
Assuming we get him out of here quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Yes. And a like maniacal smile spreads across James's face, and you swear his shadow flickers slightly beneath him, and his mouth looks almost too big now that you know what he really is.
I just sigh and look forward. Pretend like I didn't see anything.
It's almost like his glamour is slipping slightly. Anyway, Desmond, at this point, you see Talon approaching through the small opening in your hut, so to speak, towards the large open area in the center.
I just continue looking like he's just coming into the house. It's like nothing is wrong.
Talon, as you enter, you stand up, and before you see the same thing I previously described. The light being refracted through the crystal in a way that dims it, but also splits it apart into the different light spectrums. So there's red and blue and green around the room. And oddly enough, the grass underneath you is undamaged, which is very strange after what happened. Desmond is standing there preparing the place. He's got his sleeping bag laid out. He's fiddling with something that appears to be an alchemist's cauldron. This is when you talk.
I know. I'm staring at Desmond, not saying anything.
Y'all are killing me.
So, soldier, what is your name?
My name? It's Roland, my name is. It's Roland.
Roland, my good man. What the fuck have you all been doing?
Nothing at all, ma'am. Nothing at all.
Right, because I'm pretty sure this wasn't here when I came back earlier.
I'm not responsible for anything you see before you.
I never said you were.
And he kind of glances over at James. Like he doesn't want to talk in front of him, almost.
I'm going to assume that you had been ordered to assist in some crazy experiment, which resulted in some crazy...
Absolutely
crystal.
not. Desmond would never abuse his power like that.
Once again, I totally don't believe you.
And I'm not going to make you roll for that one at all.
I'm like, Desmond is an What is the word I'm trying to figure out? Fuck.
Can I speak with you honestly, Luna?
Yes.
I have discovered science.
Obviously.
And
And I'm.
I wish for nothing more than to serve Desmond, to help with his endeavors, and to learn from him and his expertise.
Desmond's a sorcerer.
I don't even know what that means.
Let's just say he's gifted and he didn't. His expert. He is a hermit. I'm like, well, okay. I guess he could have learned it along the way.
And if I am quite frank, I do not think he wishes to be found right now.
I don't really care what he thinks.
What?
His life.
What do
pretty much
y'all need him
depends on
for
us.
anyway?
Secret mission.
Should I leave now?
That would be good. And whoever
Roger that. Sir? And he
Yeah.
looks over at James. Sir, I will be taking my leave. Is there anything you wish for me to relay to the men? James looks at him and he kind of shakes his head a little bit and he says, just make sure that they continue with training regiments as standard, and I will be back soon. Perhaps tomorrow, perhaps the next day. I have a few errands I must run. And Roland snaps to attention. He salutes. And then he runs off. James looks over at you, Luna, and he says, good lad, that one. Very, too intelligent for his own good in some ways, but very dumb in others.
lacks common sense, but he's inquisitive as hell.
Essentially, yes.
Honestly.
Alright, what's going on with the
stare?
stare-off?
I asked Desmond, hey, so how did you make this?
No idea. I had the soldier put some stuff together, and this happened after I tried to put out the fucking. I tried to put out the foam that kept spraying out with water, and all of a sudden this happened.
Can you recreate it?
Sure, I think I got enough potions in the bag.
Cool. Do you want help?
Sure.
I saw helping Desmond.
What the hell are they doing in there?
To be honest with you, I'm not sure. Should I just transport the whole fucking structure?
The problem is I'm sensing more than just Desmond and Talon in there.
There's nobody else in there.
Roland should be the gray mate should be in there.
Is
He never came out.
James walks forward. He places his hand onto the crystal and he closes his eyes for a second. He says, right you are. That one has an odd feel about him. Almost not human. Regardless, correct. Maybe I should not transport the entire thing.
if he was by himself, if it was just those two, I'd say let's do it.
Well, would you go get
I'm
them? I'm
going-
not going in there. If I see Desmond in this state
Yeah.
and he says something stupid, I may kill him.
Okay, I'll crawl in there, I suppose. I thus crawl in there.
Dropping down on your hands and knees. The entrance is about 6 feet long. As you crawl through, it's not a tight fit, but you do have to drop down to your hands and knees to go. But once you are on your hands and knees, it's spacious enough. You don't feel cramped as you go through. You stand up and you see much the same as I described before, except this time you see Talon and Desmond huddled around a cauldron trying to start a fire.
The fuck are you two doing?
Making potions? Why?
You can make potions later. We need to leave, specifically before Blackthorn kills you.
Okay. Well, it's gonna be a problem.
Why? You can continue your experiments later.
That's not why, but okay. I'm fine with leaving, I guess.
All right, good. That's probably in your best, self-interest of staying alive. I look over at the mage.
And he's just kind of awkwardly standing there, like looking around, like he really, really doesn't belong here, but he doesn't know how to leave without being rude.
You, my good sir, might want to skedaddle. The Blackthorn's out there and he's pissed as shit.
You want me to go out there alone with him? There!
Just don't talk to him and leave. He'll leave you alone.
That man has a stare that could kill.
Well, you're not dead yet.
Of course not. He hasn't seen me.
You'll be fine.
I don't believe I will.
I said you'll be fine.
I
Already got
don't
assurances.
believe you.
Yeah, how about this? I'll go out and distract the Blackthorn, and you sneak away while I'm doing that.
Why don't you just tell him I'm coming out so he doesn't blast me into oblivion? That would work.
We can do that. I will tell him.
How
Talon.
about I know you're not involved with the beaver.
The
Wait,
what?
beaver? What is a beaver?
What exactly are you talking about?
Did you not hear? They just turned Blackthorn into a beaver.
Oh my god! they turned
You
it
turned him into a. Oh my! I am not moving until he leaves. I'm staying right here.
Yeah.
Damn it, Talon! You could have just kept your mouth shut.
He looks over at Desmond. He says, "You organized this."
I didn't organize anything. I just tried to build a cabin.
Make a deception check. Because you definitely told them to turn him into a beaver. 100% recruited them to turn him into a beaver.
17.
With an 8. You're fucking stupid. Oh my god. Okay, let me roll. Where's my mouse? Hello? Wake up, please. Okay, there it is.
Beaver Brigade!
Yeah, no, his charisma is just not as high as yours. Anyway. You promised you had nothing to do with it.
Yes, no.
Well, to be perfectly honest with you, sir, I don't think it matters. I think he's going to think it was you regardless.
Probably. I did try to build a cabin around his house in his tent.
I'm aware. I was there.
I
Actually, the
know.
cabin- Actually, to tell you the truth, he was kind of impressed with the cabin.
The door could have used a little bit of work, but thank you, Talon, for building that.
It was something.
But yes, you, Grey Mage.
My name is Greydon, please.
Greydon, I didn't know your name. Well, whatever. Anyways, Greydon, I will talk to Blackthorn. You skedaddle.
You'll go out first then.
Yes.
Okay, I'll follow you.
I go out. All right, I'm gonna go out.
He yells after you. Are you sure you want to leave these two alone?
It'll be
Hello?
fine.
Luna?
It'll be fine. I yell back at him.
He kind of looks around super awkwardly, first at you, Talon, and then at you, Desmond. He says, Desmond, I believe we've made a great discovery today. Please do not soil my name with it.
Why would you show your name?
May
That
I
was
be
a
frank
bad-
with you?
What? I'm confused.
May I be frank with you?
What was me?
Is he not in love anymore?
Yeah, that's what I question. When did this guy stop being in love with me?
Just answer the question!
I'm sure.
Yeah. This
I don't
guy
think we're good for each other.
Oh no. You two had a thing?
I don't know what the fuck's going on either.
Listen, as much as dashing and as adorable as you are, I believe that you're just too short for me, Desmond.
Too short for. Hey, can we hurry this along?
Shut up,
No.
Luna! I'm trying to do something here!
Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna go talk to Blackthorn. Come out when you're done.
Of course. Desmond.
Aye.
I am so very sorry for the way I've behaved. I'm not sure what came over me, and I can't help but feel as if I owe you some sort of... Hey! Give me my bag of holding back!
Your bag of holding. I gave that to Roland.
I don't believe you. Give it back.
I said you don't have it. I gave it to Roland.
Did you actually? Am I being stupid?
No.
Okay.
I thought for a second he did. I'm like, did he? I don't remember.
You
this.
sounded so sincere. I actually believed you.
He's playing off his fucking.
Okay,
devilish
I
charms
guess
again.
make a deception check then, except for the fact that he can see it on your hip, so at disadvantage.
Watch him roll a fucking nat 20 just to spite you.
Wait, who did I put in my hip? What did I put in my bag when I was...
You can't put a bag of
Nobody
holding
knows.
inside a bag of holding.
He put it inside
No,
of a
I
backpack
was
though.
holding my backpack.
Worse things would have happened. Listen, I said it's there, it's there. Don't fuck with me. You'll have a brain aneurysm. I hate you
25.
so much. I hate you so. Just once. I want you to fail a charisma-based check. Just once.
So I rolled through an 18 and a 16, so...
I know. Right, of course. Now that you mention it, I think I did see you give it to Roland. You have a great life, Desmond, and you as well, Talon. And Desmond, as I said, I'm so sorry it couldn't work out between us. He exits right behind you, Luna. Following you out. As you stand up, you see James standing before you, arms crossed, looking rather impatient and annoyed with the whole affair.
Well, I got the mage out, so we can just go.
Got the mage out, did you? He looks down, says, "That's not the mage I was hoping for." You! And he points over at the gray mage and he says, "Leave." I thought you were going to speak on my behalf.
I was getting there. Just take the advice and leave.
Of course. Bye. And he runs away. His short little legs scurrying. His glasses kind of like start to sag, and he trips almost a little bit. Not falling down, but he trips and stumbles over his own feet as he tries to push his glasses back up and loses vision of the ground. James looks over at you, and he's like, "Some people's children."
Well, this mine's a good child. I hope.
I'm climbing out of the hole.
As you exit, you hear this conversation as James looks over at Luna and he says, "Is it mortal?"
My child, it's a tiefling.
Ah, how do I not know of it then?
I found her I found her in an orphanage. I don't know.
As devils go, I generally know of all of them.
Well, like I said, that and she's bona fide genius. I don't know.
She's a tiefling, of course. She's smart and gifted for her age. Regardless, she's still a spawn of that wretch.
I know, but please do not hate on my daughter. She is a good girl.
She may be. Her ancestors are not.
Hey.
Asmodeus? Have you ever met Asmodeus?
If between you and me, I never want to.
Asmodeus makes fucking the Demogorgon look like a party favor. He's disgusting. All lawful good, and I have a code of honor. Please, you're just as bad as the rest of us, Mr. High and Mighty.
Gotta love the hypocrisy.
Literally kicked out of heaven. Why am I telling you this? I am so sorry.
Because we're waiting on... What the fuck is Desmond doing?
I don't know. Talon exited. Desmond's still dicking around. Desmond, what are you doing?
Putting all the stuff he took out to make a camp into the bag of holding.
Oh, okay.
Fair enough. You're now in possession of your sleeping bag as well as his, because he kind of just left. And one cauldron, and I'm not gonna like go into detail about the like spit or whatever.
All the alchemy stuff I have that listed.
Yeah, you have all the ingredients that you previously had, which I will get to you in probably after the session, because this one's going to be kind of intense. Anyway.
That's fine.
As you finish stuffing, holding...
You're breaking up.
I'm in the room, so...
Yeah.
It means my headset's dying.
One of the convenience of wireless headsets was the other part is it dies.
Well, the range gets like steadily smaller as the battery life depletes. Anyway, as you stuff all of these things into the bag of holding, which bag of holding, may I ask? Because you are currently in possession of both of them. You have talons as well for some fucking reason.
Talon has his.
Huh?
Talon has his.
Oh, does he? I thought he gave it to you.
No.
It's fine. DMs make mistakes. Forgive me. Okay. As you stuff all of these possessions into the bag of holding, as you're holding this bag, you have a sense that it's near maximum capacity. However, you can't access the things in it because you're not sure what's there, aside from the things you put in it.
I'm like, I'm gonna have to figure out what's all in here later.
I mean, there's one really easy way.
Oh, so yeah, you're just flipping inside out.
You need a Bit of time to do that.
Maybe don't do that inside a small enclosed space.
Yeah, that's probably a terrible idea, but
Well, your other one has 250 pounds of wood in it.
And a wyvern skeleton.
And a wyvern skeleton. And some wyvern meat, which is probably bad by now, regardless. Actually, it hasn't even been a week, has it?
nope.
Dude, it's been
It's
like,
been like a day
and a half since we killed the wyvern.
Jesus. Y'all are progressing my story slow as fuck. Alright, anyway. Says the DM
Hey,
who's in
I'm here for
complete
the ride.
Says the DM who's in complete control of the game, but whatever. Okay, Desmond, you finished packing up your shit. What are you doing?
I'm going to use Mage Hand
Okay.
and start punching a hole on the opposite side of the crystal so I can get up the opposite direction instead of going towards Blackthorn.
Make a strength check? I don't think Mage Hand is your best bet here. Yeah, not good enough. As your Mage Hand hits, it makes some small micro cracks in the crystal. It appears to be very, very sturdy
Can I
to
hear the
blunt
banging?
force trauma.
Can I hear the banging?
Yeah, of course. Easily.
What is he doing now?
To be honest with you, I'm not sure.
God damn it, Desmond, come on! I yelled down the tunnel.
Talon, what are you doing?
So I'm gonna go to the entrance of the tunnel. I'm gonna unscrew the cap of this smelly potion.
The Blackthorn says, "Oh my god, that is foul. What the hell is that?"
I have my cloth out and over my face already. I'm like, nope.
And then, as it dawns on him what you're trying to do, he smiles and he says, "Ah, I see." He leans down and he gently lets out a stream of air from his mouth, blowing. However, it's almost a gust as it pushes the smell in and it begins to fill the chamber. Desmond, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
I missed.
Oh, that's...
And unfortunately, as the smell of sulfur and rotting eggs hits you, almost like you've been smacked with a fly swatter in the face, you stumble. Your eyes begin to cloud, your vision shakes. You shake your head, and your vision clears. However, your stomach hurts very, very horribly. What do you do?
I'm like, oh, this shit again?
And
And I'm going to throw a firebolt at the entrance of the crystal. Like, try to, like, barricade it in.
with a fireball? Oh, like at the top of it?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's trying to collapse the crystal.
Make an attack. Just roll damage. You're not going to miss. It's a stationary target. Your firebolt
36.
does so much fucking damage. Anyway. As your firebolt hits, the opening actually doubles in size. Not the opening itself, but the area where the fireball hits evaporates into a fine powder and sparkly mist. Not dropping any meaningfully sized rock. Make another Constitution saving throw.
The only way out is through the hole, damn it.
13.
At this point, you vomit all over your feet as you uncontrollably gag. It just spills out of you, almost as if a waterfall was dropped into your stomach and you couldn't contain it anymore. Your shoes are now covered in vomit. What do you do?
I'm going to use... I'm going to do another one. And just keep making the hole bigger, but this time at the top, trying to make a hole so it can escape.
Why don't you just go out the door, you weirdo?
'Cause that's common sense.
As you
That would
release the... Wait. describe to me exactly what you want so I don't miss. At the top, you mean like towards the ceiling?
Yes.
Okay. As you vomit, you shake your head, gain your bearings again. You let loose one fireball or firebolt out of each hand. Your hands begin to glow with red fires. You throw them upwards, and again, this 4-foot thick stone evaporates underneath your fire. It's very odd as it takes the damage. However, you have not broken through completely, and then you hear James from the outside menacingly, "I'm going to come get you if you don't come to me."
Trying, but I can't leave. I'm trapped.
Why
There's an open
are you
door.
trapped?
What was that?
You know what? I'm fucking done with this. He snaps his fingers, and the earth around you begins to rumble. What do you all do?
I'm gonna.
I put the cap on the foul-smelling liquid.
And I jump back a little ways.
I cling onto the side of the walls with the best of my ability.
He's not yelling, but his voice is larger than it should be, almost as if enhanced by magic. He says, "You may want to cover your eyes."
Okay. No hesitation on my part.
Anybody?
Yeah. I cover my eyes, I guess.
I shield my eyes as well.
Describe to me how you cover your eyes, everyone here.
Don't have my wings invisible and just cover my head with my wings.
Okay.
I take my arm and I shield my eyes, like when you've you put your nose to the truck, you're covering your eyes, getting ready to go for it. I'm braced down in case something explodes, so I can react if need be.
Desmond?
I'm just gonna close my eyes while I cling onto the side of the wall in case the ground gives out beneath me.
At this point, the ground begins to turn into quicksand as it sucks in. First, you, Desmond, as you fall through. Then your strange igloo-like structure starting from the epicenter. As it spreads out, it eats Talon, then Luna, and then, shortly thereafter, Arboxob follows you through. As you fall through, all around you, you hear sounds of screaming, pain, death, fire. The ground beneath your feet is uneven and rocky. And then you hear Arboxob speak, and it's unlike anything you've ever heard before. Blood-curdling noise as if chrysalis against rock, skirting across. He says, "I would prefer if you did not look at what's around you. It may not end well for you."
Agreed. I keep my eyes closed. I take that cloth that I was using to cover my mouth, and I bandage it up, and I cover my eyes with it to help.
Desmond,
Like-
Talon.
I'm not quite. No, I was gonna say, Talon, throw me your bag of holding. I'm gonna put you in it.
Not a good idea, Trip,
Why?
because I may have another spatial artifact on me.
I have a backpack. We'll just put those. We'll keep them separate.
We need to move quickly, children.
Yeah, like I said, time is of the essence.
And we must move. I cannot transport you from this location.
All right, Desmond. Yeah, Desmond. Come on, we gotta go. Keep your eyes closed. Crawl for the entrance. Let's go.
Yeah, that makes no sense because I have no idea which direction the entrance is.
You're right, you don't.
If I'm not supposed to see, how am I supposed to find the entrance?
Fucking Christ. Like I said, my spatial awareness is better than theirs.
Well,
All right, I know.
theoretically, Desmond could open his eyes safely. Arboxob
Oh,
is
he's
not
inside
within range.
Yep, he's also inside the thing.
Desmond,
You should-
just open your eyes. See the entrance, find the entrance, crawl out, make sure they're closed when you come within my presence.
Quickly, like I said, time is of the essence here.
If we
You
stick
find
around
your
too long,
presence.
the demons are going to start to gather.
You
Yeah.
find your presence.
My presence would be eye line of sight. Desmond,
Okay,
move.
cool. I walk to the entrance. And instead of crouching and going through, I use produce flames and I just try to burn my way out without crouching.
I mean, the
We
top
don't have
isn't
time.
that high. Like, you can just walk out.
Okay, then I just walk out.
As he comes strolling through, Desmond, how are you covering your eyes?
I just have my eyes closed.
You come strolling through, just like the happiest guy in the world. At this point, the ground beneath you rumbles and you hear a deafening scream.
That's
Everybody
not
make
good.
a Constitution saving throw.
Can I understand the language?
It's not a word, it's just a yell. And Talon,
Hey.
unfortunately, you take 4 psychic damage as the scream hits you, and you shriek back before it, unable to maintain control of yourself.
All right, we gotta go.
I believe it's time to move.
Yep, I ran over and grabbed Talon. Sorry, buddy. And I start dragging him to the best of my ability.
I follow willingly.
All right, well, I'm guiding. Desmond, I'm gonna run over and grab him and do the same thing. Let's go.
Luna.
I slap your hand off.
How do you know? I grabbed you by the shoulder. I'm like, damn it.
I slap your hand off my shoulder.
Desmond, what are you doing?
I don't want to be touched.
I don't give a shit what you want. This
Would
is
you
not
like
the
to
time nor the
be-
place for your...
Would you like to have your entrails ripped out by the demons of hell?
I can still follow you without being touched.
If you
Not
keep up with me,
I know. Depends how fast you're moving.
we're gonna be moving pretty damn quick.
The screech happens again. This time it sounds closer. Everybody make a
Yep, we don't have
Constitution
time.
saving throw.
Constitution saving throw again.
Oh goddamn!
All right,
This time
Talon,
you
I'm
take
like-
8 points of psychic damage, Talon.
all right.
Talon's gonna die.
We don't have time for this. Talon.
A pause real quick. Talon, do you have your own wound covered?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I didn't want to edit it if you had already. Continue.
All right, whatever. What is the 2 space-defying object? I fiddle around with my bag and look at it and feel like, God damn it.
Perhaps
Give me
we
ba-
should move.
Yes. Let's go.
Do you
We cannot
know
stay here.
where you are?
Nope, and I can't open my eyes to see because he's told me not to.
That's
Been
a very good idea.
transported to the abyssal plane. I created this domain.
Why would we be here?
It's the only way
Instant
I can
transmission.
move you.
Why are we moving? What was wrong with the camp?
I don't have time to answer your and then a screech happens again and cuts him off. At this
Yeah,
point,
we need to go.
make another Constitution saving throw.
Really, Talon?
And everybody passes this time.
Ooh, I passed?
Barely.
I don't want to fight whatever's coming. We need to go right now.
Fighting isn't exactly the problem. The problem is your sanity.
I'd like to keep that as it is. Let's go.
Wait, if it just affects my sanity, I think my sanity is perfectly fine regardless of what happens.
You're insane to begin with, but it doesn't mean anything. Let's go.
At this point, you feel something scaly and pointy touch your shoulder, Desmond. It says, if you think you're so sane, open your eyes.
And I open my eyes.
Oh, Jesus.
Make a wisdom saving throw. You
That's
got it.
20!
A perfect nat 20.
You have got to be fucking kidding me. I planned this for a week! I hate all of you.
I'm not willing to risk fate. Let's go.
Desmond, as you open your eyes, standing before you is a worm-like creature. An unorthodox amount of legs, almost like a millipede, except there's no pattern to its leg placement. They're not lined up side per side. And at the top of the head of this 8.5 foot tall creature, there's horns coming out in 4 places and 2 sets of human arms, 2 arms on each side as it stares down at you, and he says, "Feel so sane now, little one."
I think we'd be better on fire.
You've got to be fucking kidding me.
I'm impressed, as it is. All right, you can keep your eyes open if you wish to tempt fate. We need to go. I'm pulling Talon along with my hand.
I'm willingly following.
Well, if I can see, sure. Why the
Follow
let's go.
me then. And he drops down, his body only 2 foot high as he slithers across the ground. Desmond at this point leading the way because for whatever reason, he's impervious to insanity.
Because you can't become even more insane if you're already insane, right?
Laid out before you, the landscape is nothing but volcanoes and rocks as they erupt. Bats flying through the air the size of 3 men. As you move along, the ground begins to shake and rumble and gets hotter and hotter under your feet.
I start channeling ki to my feet to A, to help me keep with my spatial awareness, and B, to prevent the heat from actually doing any damage.
Do not be afraid, young ones. This will not hurt you. You are in my presence. However, we must move quickly. The demons are starting to gather. They know I'm back. Demogorgon will not be far behind. He wishes for my head.
Well, I'd rather not let him have it. Let's go. Keep.
At this point, you hear a scream. Box up!
I think we need to double down and hurry the fuck up. Okay, what did I miss?
They can hear it.
The cat is back.
She didn't.
She did.
Why?
Did you grow up?
Some symmetrical horror fuck you on her.
I scared my cat.
Less scaredy cat, more DMing.
Okay. After you hear that, the sound reverberates through every molecule of your being, and you feel yourself shaken as your soul is briefly separated from your body. You snap back into yourselves, and Arboxob looks at you, Desmond, and he says, "Are you okay?"
I think Skylar just went in the bathroom.
Damn it.
You're sitting right next to him. What do you mean you think?
Well, he did say anything. And there's a dog in front of the bathroom door. He's in the bathroom.
I hate your brother sometimes.
He can be a pain in the ass, but this is Goose. We know it.
I guess we're taking a break.
So, ice cream. What
can't-
sounds good?
I can't believe I made the cat hiss.
That's hilarious.
It's fucking funny.
All of a sudden, I hear the boys start laughing.
I thought y'all were laughing at me.
No, it was the fucking cat.
Which one was
He doesn't
it?
know the cat.
Sorry.
Which one was it?
Minnie.
So she just like put her head up or what? Did she run
Yeah.
off?
No, she just woke up and hissed.
All right, Skylar's back.
Arboxob looks at you and he says, "Desmond, are you okay?"
Yeah? Wait, what?
Did you miss the part where your soul literally separated from your body?
Yes.
Whatever.
Let's go with it. Yep.
Moving forward. We're almost there, but if Demogorgon catches us, we're all dead. I can't take him in my current state.
Yes. So, who's up for sprinting?
Not me. I have short legs.
There's one possible plan. Desmond, as crazy as this sounds, get on.
Okay. This is gonna be weird, but okay.
As you move forward, you climb on top of this scaly centipede-like creature. It's very uncomfortable and wriggling underneath you, almost as if every plate of his crucifix, his exoskeleton, is moving beneath you. And you immediately jolt forward.
And I start sprinting because, like I said, I'm like, Talon, you need to keep up, bud.
Talon, a hint of advice, do not take to the air here. You may find yourself in bad company.
He said bad company.
I hate myself for that. I'm
I
so.
thought it was a good play on words there.
Move, children.
I'm sprinting. I am like right on his ass.
As you sprint
Right
forward,
behind him.
speak. Talon.
I said I was right behind Luna.
Moving as best as you can, tripping as you move forward with the uneven ground and the rockiness as you push forward to the best of your ability. You're making slower progress than you would like, but you're making progress. At this point, you hear the screech yet again. Make another Constitution saving throw. As you shake off the effect of the screeching, you hear two gigantic slams behind you.
Oh, we really need to kick it in the ass.
Arboxob actually turns around, Desmond, as you see what he's looking at, and standing before you is Demogorgon. You know who this is, just by the sheer force of his presence. A two-headed creature with tentacles for arms, 10.5 feet tall, staring at you, and one of his maws opens and snaps at the other head. And then one of the tentacles, the tentacle on the side, the other side, smacks the other head in the face. They look at each other and exchange a few brief words before they look at you, their 4 red eyes blazing with fire.
I love the look of his eyes.
You're psych. Oh, thank God you're already insane. Let's go.
James says, "It's time for us to leave."
Yep.
"We just made it there. Go, go, go." He snaps his fingers, which is very odd because he doesn't have fingers, but
He does have on the top of his head.
he snaps and a portal opens before you, says, "Get through. Now, go. I'll hold him off as long as I can."
I'm not hesitating. I'm dragging Talon, and I'm fucking channeling my ki, and I'm going as fast as I can.
Right before I go through the portal, I turn to James. I'm like, I think it would have been a better ride if you were a beaver. Then I jump through the portal quickly.
You hear a scream behind you reverberate with a power unlike anything you've ever felt. Even more powerful than the scream of Demogorgon, just fueling his rage as he turns towards Demogorgon. He says, "Believe it's time." And then the
I yell
portal
back as
snaps
best I
closed
can.
behind
Don't
you.
die.
It snaps closed. Instantaneously, it's gone. And
All
before
right, where are
you were in what appears to be a garden of sorts, Talon, Desmond. You look around, there's 10.5 foot tall vines draped across these wooden structures, walls almost as if this has been intentionally made, flowers everywhere. You are almost assaulted with the floral scent of the place.
Oh, it smells like we're in the garden.
And as I was about to say, Luna, you recognize this as the Palace Gardens.
I'm like, oh, we're in the garden. It's cool.
The
Take
temperature
off the-
drop is that of which you all feel cold.
Which means Shadow is close.
I look around to see if I see anybody or hear anyone.
Okay.
Perception checks from all of you.
Why would I need to do it? Okay.
But you're trying to see what's around you. It's a perception check.
I know. I'm like, that just dawned on me. I'm like, I should not be stupid there. 19.
9.
Around you. Around you. Lord Almighty. You hear birds, squirrels, things moving through the bushes and the plants. No sentient life appears to be here. However, you are surrounded by nature in its purest form.
I take off my bandana that I was using to cover my eyes.
You remove it and you see the Palace Gardens.
All right.
I'm going to the bathroom.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I'll still be able to hear you, but my headset may decide it doesn't want to work.
Looks like we're in the gardens. I call for one of the maids or somebody. There should be somebody here.
Nobody's around as you yell.
That's extremely strange. All right, I'm heading towards the.
It'd be warm.
What, Talon?
So Desmond tries to create a fire to get warm.
Don't cast a fire here.
Why? I'm
garden-
cold. Really?
The gardens are cool. All right. It's nighttime out. Probably. We'll head towards the main. We'll head towards the center.
It is. The sun has set at this point. That's a full moon though, so you can still see. Fair enough.
We'll head
Is
to the
there-
main keep. We'll head
There's
to the
no
center.
ceiling or anything, right?
What, Talon?
But there's like no ceiling. We're in a garden, right?
No, there's no ceiling.
Yeah, no, it's
Okay.
an open.
Fly up to get a lay of the land.
Let me.
We're at Antle, guys. I know where we're at. I'm actually walking through the garden towards one of the doors that head into the central part of the castle.
At this point, Talon takes to the skies, flying up. Before you, you see a massive palace, unlike anything you've ever seen, coming from a rural part of the world. It's even larger than Alakar's palace. In a strange way, more lavish and gaudy, with gargoyle statues posted all around. And then the city before you, as you fly up and up and up, this tower is 700 feet tall, coated in white marble, just an ever expansive white tower. Around it, the city splayed before a world trade center, active even at night, businesses, people everywhere.
Okay. I fly down to Luna and Desmond. It's like, guys, I think we're near a city.
Welcome to Antle, boys. And I am the lord of this city.
Oh, it sounds like him. I've had shit going on there.
What,
Yes.
Desmond?
Not going to be turned into a beaver.
I'm having trouble
Maybe, but-
hearing Desmond, oddly enough. Is it just me?
She's actually kind of breaking up for me too.
Is this
Yeah.
better?
They're on the same mic. I'm not sure what's going on.
Is this better?
Yes.
Yeah, that's better.
I was standing. I was getting the drink.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
I-
fair
I-
enough.
We're in a city. Talon, I hate to tell you this, but no shit.
You're in the biggest
Well-
city in the world, to your knowledge.
But what was wrong with the camp?
Are we in Highbrook or Antle? Because I wanted to go to Antle.
You're in Highbrook.
Oh. Which means we're in the Palace Gardens. Shit.
It's almost like I said, the Palace Gardens.
Well. Anyways, I still know my way around. I'm like, all right, boys. I'm
You
gonna say
do.
this straight. I'm gonna say this straight and straight up. Whatever you do, don't cause trouble. We are uninvited in the Palace Gardens.
What? Burn down the castle?
So,
You
Talon
want to
built-
be dead. You may be powerful, but you don't want to fight what's guarded in this place.
I know. I found some new magical potions that I can whip out.
Well, regardless, we're not staying in Highbrook long. I need to talk to the king, and I need to head to Antle.
Why do we need to go there? What is that? How about finding a book?
Because you weren't there for that conversation, were you? Oh. Because Antle is actually the head of where the intelligence sits. Or the intelligence
Okay.
committees.
Why do
spot.
we need to go there? Don't you have people who can go there for you?
No, because it's my home city. Plus, I got things I need to discuss with a few other people in person. I ain't taking chances with letters being intercepted.
At this
I
point,
feel
you
that
hear
way.
a strange screech as a bird that looks oddly intelligent flies down and lands in front of you, Luna. It's a raven, and it turns and looks at you with its right eye as it stares at you. Make a perception check.
All of us?
Nope. Luna.
24.
As you look down at it, you see something wrapped around its ankle. It's a messenger bird, but it's odd because it's not a pigeon, it's a raven. You know this to be from Philandrian.
I take the message off and I open it and read it.
As you open it, you actually see the message that you sent yourself for Luther.
What the hell?
It caws once more and takes off flying. Talon, you have a moment of kinship feeling with this animal as it flies off.
I start flying after and see if I can catch it.
You
Talon.
are much faster than it. It doesn't even get 100 feet away before you were caught up. It looks over at you and caws almost like scared, as if you're going to hurt it.
I gently grab it
Out of the air?
I try to.
Make a dexterity check? It might not be as fast as you, but it's still evasive as fuck.
13.
As you reach for it, it actually drops slightly just below your hands, caws at you, and gives you a dirty look.
I try again.
Dexterity check?
16.
Much better. You actually gently, question mark?
Yes.
Gently fold its wings in as it flaps and grab a hold of it. And now you are now immobilized, hovering in the air above this beautiful city lit with firelight and flickering lanterns across all of the wide cobblestone streets. As you look down before you, people are gawking.
I'm yelling up. Is Talon still within voice shot?
Not even close. It's been about 12 seconds. They are
yeah.
roughly 300 feet away at this point.
Gosh damn it. All I can do is hope that he gets down before the archers start taking shots at him.
Nobody's taking shots at him.
I am
There's a
stroking
bird.
the
What, Talon?
I am gently stroking the bird. It is beautiful.
It begins to relax in your arms and almost nuzzles into your chest as you hold it.
Okay, I take out some of my rations and feed it before letting it go again.
As you feed it, it appears happy in its, I don't know, in its state of being held in midair. You release it, it folds its wings down, majestically diving, and then at the last second before it reaches the tops of the buildings, opens them and swoops back up into the air, taking off back towards what you can only assume to be Azarath.
I go and leisurely fly back to Luna Desmond.
At this point, Desmond, Luna, you see Talon flying back, empty-handed, confused as to what just happened.
I just shake my head and head towards one of the doors that lead back into the central part of the castle.
It's a tower.
Well, you know, the tower, castle, keep, whatever you want to call it. Find the tower.
I suppose I haven't updated you. I may have changed Highbrook a bit.
I never described Highbrook. I only described Antol.
Yeah, exactly. So, just for... Oh, Jesus, hold on. Okay, so, Highbrook. The central of Highbrook, the capital of your country, is the White Tower, a 700-foot tall tower, expanding in 800 feet at the base, if not more, in every direction, just massive. The city spread out from all directions around it. Stark white, the sun reflects off of it during the daytime, almost blindingly. The biggest capital of trade in the world. If you want something, you can find it here.
Yep.
Okay, we're back. Now, as you make your way towards the palace door, or a door to the interior, the gardens are miles long. It's at least a 10-minute walk, and nobody appears to be out here, which is very odd. There would normally be servants tending to the garden, especially at night, watering the plants, seeing as it's such a massive job.
And I take note of this. I'm like, this is strange. Where are all the staff?
The garden is about 6 square miles.
And as we're traveling through, Talon is curiously looking on all the plants and checking them as he walks. Flops.
You see plants that you've never seen before and some that you recognize. Flowers, vegetables, vines, lots and lots of vines. Vines with flowers. Orange, blue, yellow. One flower catches your eye. Make a wisdom saving throw.
He failed one.
He failed one?
I did earlier. Was that not the bird situation?
Why does it say wisdom?
What?
The wisdom saving throw was... What was that wisdom saving throw for?
Didn't you ask for one? I'm
No!
confused.
I mean, just now, yeah, but before?
Oh, because I have the Dagger of Greed. You told me to roll it randomly.
You were literally in hell!
I came out of hell and immediately rolled.
Oh. Bad timing on my part. I was like, what the fuck are you gonna steal? A rock? What?
The very shiny soul rock.
I guess. Lord almighty. Continuing forward. I was gonna do this anyway, so regardless. One very particular red flower with flames. Oh, it's not actually flames, but petals with coloring of orange and yellow and red flames catches your eye, and you just can't resist taking it.
I first look up and then get close and inspect it to see if I know anything about it.
As you approach it, make an intelligence check.
Intelligence. I'm the most intelligent bird.
Sure.
I know exactly what.
You,
Anybody else?
as far as it looks to you, this is just a really pretty flower. Luna, you in fact recognize it as Fireflow, which is an odd vine that produces flowers which then produce a fruit that make you feel warm. It's used to stave off frostbite when traveling to cold climates.
Yeah, well. Interesting, but I don't care. It's a flower.
There are several
garden.
fruit along the branch.
I just keep
There's
going.
one?
Several fruit along the vine.
I collect a long section of the flowering vine.
Add one Fireflow vine to your inventory. And 3 Fireflow fruits. Luna, you actually look back and see Talon cutting into one of the sacred, well, not sacred, but one of the very prized plants of the royal garden. And you're appalled by this because it's illegal.
Oh, god damn it. I look around, I'm like, there's nobody around, right?
Make a perception check. As
16.
far as you're aware, nobody is around.
Talon?
However, from your knowledge, it will be noticed.
I'm like, Talon? Buddy, I should have probably said this sooner. I won't stop you now, but, because you already did it. I'm gonna have to tell the gardeners they're gonna have to fix the prune up band. Damn it! Don't take stuff from the gardens.
What? Take that from the gardens?
No, you stupid fuck, unless you wish to all get executed.
I start looking around for any of the ingredients that I know that we use in the alchemy session.
Make a perception check. It's odd enough that he mentioned his society is so accepting, yet they're willing to execute people over the simple theft of a plant.
That plant sucks. Guys.
Unfortunately, you do
else-
not see any plants that you would use in your alchemic endeavors, Desmond.
It's not that they're taking the plant, it's the fact they're taking the plant from the royal gardens.
Exactly. I know that. I was just pointing out an inconsistency in the so-called benevolence of your country. That's all.
Now, they may just get off with an ass beating.
No, they would
Because you
get
can play-
executed.
Well, I would.
It doesn't
intervene on
matter
that,
if you're a hand of the king in Highbrook.
I
Yeah.
definitely hide the vine in my bag. Let's see that.
Of course.
All right, gentlemen, I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. Don't take anything from this place. To the best of your abilities, looking at the bird.
I give him an innocent look.
He kind of like
Nope.
puts his head down slightly and looks at you with his very large black eyes. What color are you right now, by the way?
I think I'm still black, actually.
Yeah, you are.
Like I said, just don't.
Have you just
Well,
given
I
up on
was-
the black-white thing?
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
given up.
filed in behind Luna.
All right. Don't touch anything else in the garden. I can get you out of trouble once. Don't expect me to do it twice. Because $5 says somebody probably gonna notice that. Or
And as soon as we start walking on the path and I know Luna can't see me, I stealthy change back to my white form.
You touch the hilt of your sword and whisper underneath your breath the command word. As the blackness of your feathers turns to ink yet again, swirls and flows into the blade. Luna, as you lead the way, after some time, you turn back and you notice that Talon, oddly enough, has changed color yet again and is now white.
I swear you're doing this to fuck with me.
Sure. I give him a confused glance.
Whatever, let's go.
After some time, you make your way to the door that leads into the tower. You recognize this as the 75th floor. This is one of the floors of the Aja, which the Aja is several groups within the tower, factions, almost like political parties. There's 7 of them in total. This belongs to the Grey.
Huh.
It opens up into their quarters.
Like I said, I know the tower, so
Yeah, of course.
I'm gonna move towards the central. I'm assuming we have an elevator because you designed the tower.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna move towards the tower, the central elevator, and take.
Well,
it
this
up.
is just a door that leads inside.
Yep. I'm just gonna go through. I'm like, seriously.
As you enter,
Gentlemen.
it's a long corridor with doors on both sides and hallways every 5 rooms or so. As you glance into the rooms, Luna, you would know this previously, but Desmond, Talon, as you glance into the rooms as you pass, some of the doors are open, and they appear to be bedrooms and living quarters, this sort of thing. People live here. Some people are sleeping. Some people are up and about at their desks, writing, doing other things.
Are you still coming to Duke?
Yes. Yes, I am.
May have forgot about that.
Actually, I have a plan for that.
Just clean yourself. Never mind. You didn't hear that.
All right.
Says some godlike voice in the back of your head. Just clean yourself.
Little motherfucker. All right. Like I said, we're gonna move to the central elevator, and then we're gonna hit the bath.
You realize this tower is miles across, right?
Right. We'll still have to hit the elevators.
Well, that's not what I'm saying. If you want to move to the center of the tower, it's going to take a while.
Well, we're moving to the elevators. All right. Goddamn.
Up or down, or where are you trying to get to, I guess?
We're gonna head to the bath. The bath.
The bathhouse?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course, the bathhouse. It is the, let me look. I made a list. I have a list.
So where are we going? Are we just walking around in this place?
This is the 73rd lair. The bathhouse is the 73rd lair.
Or we actually have a designated location that we're going to?
Well, Stinky, we're heading to the bathhouse.
Why do we need to take a bath?
You're still covered in vomit.
It's funny because he could just clean himself, but whatever.
Okay.
And I still
Not too bad.
stink.
I can pull out. If you wanted something to smell, I can pull out a potion.
No.
Isn't
No.
Talon in possession of that potion?
I got a cauldron of it too.
Oh god, a whole cauldron of it.
No and no to that. We are going to go see the king, which means we need to go. There's procedures that need to be done. I hate to say it, boys, but you're getting a bath.
You pass somebody in the hallway who recognizes you, this little old short slumped woman, and she actually walks past you, and then she turns around and she says, Luna, is that you? What are you doing home?
I need to have a conversation with our glorious king.
You recognize this woman as one of the housekeepers and oldest members of the Grey Aja, near 270 years old. It's odd that she hasn't died yet, seeing as she's straight human. Very gifted mage, always refused to be conscripted into the military for purposes of destruction. Works mostly with plants and alchemical kinds of things. Her name is Sarah.
Lady Sarah, I just got back. And we need to speak to the king. And also, there's a what was it? What was that? Fireflow fruit?
Mm-hmm.
Could you do me a favor? My friend there doesn't know our laws, and accidentally harvested one of the vines of fire fruit or fireflow fruit.
She looks at you and smiles. She says, "Yes, of course. I'll grow it right away. It'll only take a few minutes. What quadrant of the gardens was it in?"
I
Yeah,
will relay that information to
of
her.
course.
And like I said, I'm gonna go take these stinky bastards to the bathhouse as well, because there's no way we're getting into the
There's
City
no
King
need for
looking
all
like.
that. She waves her hand and casts prestidigitation on all of you, as your clothes are in the same state that they were before, however, as clean and immaculate as possible.
And I just wanted to take a bath.
You said it was urgent, darling.
You think, fuck, is it Luther? Is his name?
The king? Yeah.
It's Luther. Do you think Luther will give me an audience this late at night?
Luther doesn't sleep anymore, hun. You haven't been home
Yeah.
in some time. Things have changed. The Ajars are at one another's throats. We're near a political war.
We cannot afford that right now.
Tell me about it. We have a real war on two different fronts.
We started a second war?
With the Dragonborn.
I am gonna go slap the shit out of our king.
They refused to trade with him, and he took offense.
That's their.
Stingy as they've always been, he wanted the technology that they use to create their floating islands. They say they don't understand how it works. He apparently doesn't believe them.
Why didn't he inherit his grandfather's intelligence?
Not
Jesus.
far from the tree does the fruit fall. However, sometimes the fruit is rotten.
Right. Like I said, she's 200 years old. She would remember him as well.
And his father.
Both of them had political sense enough to know better to start a fight because somebody told you no.
She is a political powerhouse. She would be the head of the Grey Aja if she wanted it. She has denied it several times.
Right, like I said, just her own thing. Well, I'm gonna go chew his ass up and down.
Good luck with that, darling. He's been rather impermissible recently.
I have so much to do, and now I have to stop a war on two fronts.
I don't think you're going to stop it. The Dragonborn are coming at us with flying islands. They're destroying us. We're going to lose this war. Should we not find some measure of peace?
Well, operation might be our only route now. What are the other elders saying? You said they were all at each other's throats, but
the red and the grey getting along, which is very odd. The
that's
green
extremely odd.
Are saying something along the lines of, our military might has dwindled in the last 30 years since Luther took over for his grandfather. The black, well, they're the black. They just want to kill everything, I think.
Yeah, that's because that's what they do. What? Technically, would I be a part of any specific faction?
Not publicly. You're technically part of the Grey, but nobody knows that but you and her and a few other specific people.
Right.
The Grey are more based around, like, what am I trying to say? Infiltration, spying, this kind of thing. The red and the black are the warring factions. The green are the peace-loving pacifists.
Right.
And there's a couple more, but...
We'll go into that if we have to. This is bad. Crap. I'm away from home for any given amount of time, and shit falls apart.
Generally how I feel, dear.
Well...
Luther is where he always is, nowadays.
Yep.
The top of the tower.
I need to go talk to him.
I wouldn't just show up if I were you. Even you. He doesn't even take audiences from me anymore unless I ask.
If I have to get an audience with that boy, he ain't gonna like what I'm gonna tell. Like,
Are you about to challenge the king, dear?
but I'm the only one of us besides you who could probably get away with it.
The other elders have tried. One of them was killed recently, the Elder of the Red.
The Elder of the Red.
Louis
Oh, no.
is now gone, the poor lad.
Oh no.
Under suspicious circumstances his death was, but you didn't hear that from me.
I need to go talk to some of my hands. I need to see what's going on.
Your hands aren't here, they've all been banished. They operate out of Antol
Antol?
now.
We don't have a chapter inside the tower anymore.
No longer, aside from one just outside the city. Inside the tower, no. You've been exorcised, from what I've heard. You haven't been around in 2 years.
2 years is a blink of an eye for me.
Not for our human king.
What has his queen been saying about this?
I haven't seen her.
That's most concerning. Let's be serious. She's the political mind behind our country.
Most of the time. She hasn't spoken in the last 6 months or so publicly.
Uh-oh, this...
I can only imagine what goes on behind closed doors.
Well, I'm gonna see if I can't get at least a audience.
I'm sure you will be admitted. He's going to be surprised, though, as was I. What are you doing here? How did you get home?
I had some extra dimensional help.
Is that what I felt then? It
Yep.
felt as if there was a hole being torn in our reality.
Yep. Needed to get home because I was under mission.
Talon, Desmond, you all are just standing there watching this exchange with this unseemly, short, small, little old white-haired lady as she talks to Luna. What are you doing?
First, I'm gonna examine what's immediately around us.
There are a few vases and things of this nature. The floors are tile with flat grout, very smooth, polished surface. Vaulted ceilings 10 feet high and 7 feet across the walls. Hallways and rooms every 10 feet.
You said there's vases around us?
A few.
I'm gonna randomly choose one and pick it up and start examining it.
You pick it up, you look at it, and it appears to just be made of bronze. As you look inside, there are these polished stones, no plants or anything of this nature. You reach in, you touch one of them, it's very, very smooth. They make almost a clattering as you run your claws through them.
I sit on the floor and I start playing with the stones because I'm bored.
The white-haired woman, almost at head level with you at this point. She's actually shorter than Desmond slightly. With her hunchback, she'd be taller than him if she stood up straight, but she's not. She hobbles over to you and she says, "Dear, whatever are you doing?"
They're pretty.
They are. Would you like one?
Sure.
Hand it here. She holds out her hand for the vase.
I hand her the vase.
She plucks one stone, holding it up to the torchlight. The light refracting through it, being split, much the same as the crystal that Desmond created by mistake. She examines it. She closes her palm around it, whispers something into it. Closes her eyes, muttering. Desmond, you actually feel the power flow into the stone. Not sure what's going on exactly, but there was definitely some kind of magical transfer. She holds her hand out to you, Talon, and opens it. Before you, the stone is imbued with some sort of light.
I grab the pretty stone.
Add 1 malachite stone infused to your inventory.
I sit there and smirk. This old lady's kindest thing I've ever met.
Now, for you, Desmond, which is odd because you haven't told her your name. She looks you up and down. She says, "You've got quite the reputation, haven't you?
Bringing reputation.
Yes, he does.
I hear you like to blow things up."
Blow things up? Oh, why would I want to do that?
Don't be
Rep-
coy with me, child. I'm twice your age at least.
I don't like to blow things up. I seriously don't.
He likes
Fire,
to catch everything on fire.
blowing things up. It's the same thing, is it not? Do
No,
me a
I usually watch the
favor.
world burn. There's a difference.
Do me a favor and stay away from my gardens.
Why? I was looking for some ingredients for potions.
If you need ingredients for potions, come to me.
Okay. I give her a list of all the
Not
ingredients.
right now.
Desmond, I will have you come back and talk to. What was her name again? You said it, but I can never fucking remember it until I say it like 3 times.
Would you hate me if I
Corey.
said I didn't remember it?
I know this, but I'm asking you out of character to you as the. You said it before. I haven't written it down yet.
I don't remember!
It starts with an S, that's all I know.
The kind old ladies
Samantha?
are named.
Sure.
Is it Sarah?
I think it's Samantha.
Samantha. We'll go with Samantha. All right.
It's
Kind old
written
lady
down
named-
somewhere, but my notes are jumbled right now.
We correct it, if we find it and correct it later. There we go. I wrote it down as Samantha. Kind old lady. Desmond, I will have you come talk to Lady Samantha after we're done with our audience.
Dears, if you do not move soon, people are going to start noticing your back, and Luna, I do not believe you wish to deal with the press that comes with your presence here.
I
The
know.
Red finds out your home, and things may get a little interesting.
Oh, yeah. What are they gonna do? Yell at me? Without
Unfortunately, yes, that's exactly what they're going to do, and it's going to last for hours.
Yes, and then I'll tell them the same thing I always told them. I don't care. Their job and my job are 2 different things. Anywho, my lady, just because it's out of respect, I need to ask one more set of questions. Is my daughter in the tower?
She's gone home, Luna.
At least that's good.
Luther didn't exile her per se, but there was a meeting held amongst the elders. Your daughter was there, Luna, of course. She spoke out against him, and then she was removed from the
Told to
tower.
go home.
Not that she's never spoken out against him before. She's rather outspoken.
She gets that from son.
However, the result is the same. She's no longer under his tutelage.
It was actually his wife's tutelage. But that's another thing I'm gonna go. I'm starting to get concerned. He keeps putting his. Who are his closest advisors right now?
But
know
the
they changed
elders,
based-
of course. The
Right.
only one that's changed is the one who recently died and was re-elected. But that was elected, as is custom, outside of his authority by the Ajar themselves.
Yep.
The newest one, Ariandel, is a fiery young woman. She's called an elder, but she's younger than you.
I'm only 100 years old.
She's only 40.
I mean, she's quite talented.
Talented, yes. Driven is another word for it. She believes that we should fight anyone and everyone who looks at us wrong. Unfortunately, she's rather good at it.
Why did all of our talented people are just crazy in some way?
Seems to be that's how it works.
Yes. But like you said, I don't want to deal with the Red in an hours-long debate.
The Red doesn't want to deal with you. She's not a
Yeah,
fan
well,
of yours. She knows of you, as does most of the staff.
yes. Does she know what I do, or just of me?
Everyone knows who you are, Luna. Everyone knows that you saved the king's grandfather and this and that and all of these things. They think you're
I've
washed.
also saved the king. I think they forget this.
They don't care. All they see is someone who refuses to join the Red and is a general of the army. That's all they know.
Ah, I guess, thank you for the information, Lady Samantha. I'm gonna go see if I can get that audience.
You must
And
leave
you,
now, child.
yep. And Desmond, we will come back and talk to the Lady Samantha for your ingredients later. If not, I know the Alchemist Guild inside of Antol is quite well stocked as well.
I still don't know why we have to go there.
Because I need the information they have.
You're
If I don't have-
literally just dragging him along. He's just like, once I was here, and then I was literally in hell, and now I'm in the capital of a whole nother country. What the fuck is going on?
His insanity.
And
Like I said,
restaurant is very comfortable.
I mean,
come on, Talon.
to be honest, I think he's reacting rather well.
Like I said, yeah, he wasn't a part of our prior conversations. So.
At all. He has no clue what's going on. No clue.
Right.
Nobody's
now-
explained it to him.
I will explain it to him when we got a few moments away from, because in the tower walls have ears.
That they do, darling.
And it concerns me much that none of my hands are inside here. Even the chapter outside of town, that's concerning. Well, I might have to use the mages to get back to the Antol if I do not wish to travel across the
Those are
ground.
all your problems right here.
You think that the Royal Cabal is going to help you, Luna?
Well, fucking Gabriel owes me.
Gabriel just got home a few hours ago and he's talking about how he single-handedly decimated a battlefield.
Oh.
Wait, the guy I captured?
You captured Gabriel!
Dumb.
Yeah, see, I may have fed him a paralysis potion, which he drank without checking.
She literally face palms, which is a very odd gesture from such a small, old, white-haired lady. She says, "Oh, Gabriel, why does that sound just like him?"
He's
Wait,
an
you don't
idiot.
you can learn that
And then-
school from.
And I will spread that rumor everywhere about how stupid he was.
He's
Oh.
always been stupid. The only reason people believed him is because he's goddamn powerful.
Yes, but I think ours is stronger. Making a gesture over to Desmond,
You
or it
think,
will be before he's done.
you think that can be Gabriel?
Not right now. Given some time. Yes,
Gabriel is literally named after a fallen angel.
I know. And Gabriel is still a bona fide idiot.
So was the angel.
I know. Anyways. But yeah, no, I'll get Gabriel to help me, whether he wants to or not.
She kind of gives you a skeptical look and she says, "You have fun with that."
Knowing him, he'll just want me out of the castle as fast, the tower as fast as possible anyway, so.
Believe that's the first factual thing you've said.
So yeah, he'll help. Once again, if we
So you're planning to
procrastinate-
leave again?
just going home.
Sans Hole, is it?
Mm-hmm. Like I said, it would have been a different story if my chapter was still fully in charge and fully entrenched in the tower, but
The power of the Grey has been waning recently.
that concerns me.
You can get him back quickly.
I'm getting
Alright, but
old,
yes.
Luna.
I know, and just like you, I don't want.
Eventually, I'll need
you've-
to appoint a
Retire?
successor.
Well, when that day comes, and you are always welcome in the castle of my home of Antol. You know this.
That's not the point, and you know what I'm getting at. I've been asking you for years to take up my position, and you won't do it.
Yes, just because of the nature of my job being.
And it can't be handed off.
I am actually needing training a successor myself in my own job.
Move, Luna. You have things to do.
Yep.
She turns and
Yep.
walks away from you. Obviously frustrated with the conversation.
Yeah. Me still avoiding all the responsibility of her, like you said, gray position because I don't want it.
The head of the Grey Aja? Yeah, it's a lot of responsibility.
And it would impede on my wanderlusting.
One of the head of one of the 7 factions that borderline controls the country, answering to no one except for Luther himself. Yeah, it's a lot of responsibility.
Right.
Talon, what are you doing with your little shiny rock?
I'm playing with it, just rolling it about, inspecting it, having fun. The time
Alright.
of my life.
Desmond,
Alright, you
what's
two,
up?
let's-
I'm playing with some of the alchemy stuff I brought it with me.
As
Hey,
you start to
hey,
pull
hey.
stuff out of your bag of holding, Luna turns and sees you like the head of a cauldron.
No. You put that right back right now. We do not need you to be fumigating the entire... Oh, I don't want to even think of the repercussions that would cause.
I wouldn't pull that out. I wouldn't pull the giant cauldron. I would pull the tiny fucking vial, a couple vials I got first.
If you're going to experiment, I'm okay with that, but do that in the alchemy laboratories where we have, contingencies. You do this in the hallway and you damage something, it's my head that's gonna roll. Figuratively.
And that's my problem. Why?
Because I will kick your happy ass out of this fucking 700-foot tall tower.
And that's my problem. Why?
And you fly?
Yes.
I can gradually fall to the ground.
Yeah, well, anyways. No destructive, no experiments inside the tower. Outside the labs.
Both of them.
What, Hunter?
Anyways, we must hurry. And then
Is
turn
your
around and...
corpse supposed to be put away?
What?
I did not hear it.
No.
I can't hear you. Can't you two just sit next to each other and put the laptop in front of you?
That's what we're doing?
Oh.
Well. Anyways, we must hurry. As I head towards an elevator.
Are you guys following?
Yes. I am, at least.
I take one of the small vials of the stinky potion and I just start slowly putting it on the floor as we walk. Like, just dumping it on the floor.
Fucking hell. Immediately, as you walk forward, Luna and Talon, you smell this sulfur and rotten egg-esque scent. And there's actually people moving to their door and looking around, trying to figure out where the smell is coming from.
Desmond, for fuck's sakes, the one time I don't need you to act up.
I don't know what you're talking about, dude. I'm just falling behind you.
Dumping
Maybe somebody
that...
and found a similar precaution that we did over there.
You didn't actually see him pour any of it out.
But I'm well aware he was playing with a... He did say, he's like, I'm only going to take a few vials out.
Oh, you saw him messing with vials. And then you turned around and started walking, and he started following you. And then you smelt something and turned around, and his hands were empty.
Yeah, but it's not hard to put 2 to 2 together. Because I know it wasn't Talon.
Well, that's fair.
This is just a simple matter of deduction. You don't even need to think. I know it was him. Clean this up right now.
What up? I don't know what you're talking about.
At that point,
Right.
2 young girls in white dresses walk around the corner. Clean what up, ma'am? Clean what up? You recognize them to be apprentices. They wear white until they decide which color mantle they're going to take and select an Aja.
Oh, unless you two have prestidigitation, I would highly suggest staying out of this hallway. It's gonna stink to high hell.
It does
I'll-
to be rather
What
quaint.
magic isn't working is what I think you're thinking about. It just makes it worse and makes it grow. And try and maybe crystallize?
Perhaps we won't do that then.
Then, oh wait, that's right. Water worked on breaking it down.
No, water made it grow faster.
Which one are you using? Are you using the stinky stuff that... Oh my god.
He's bullshitting you.
Oh. I'm
And
going...
it clearly worked. You got deceived.
Yes, I did.
Like deceived IRL. Skylar's charisma is actually a nat 20. Like,
Oh my god. For
and Storm,
fuck's-
take better notes.
Yeah. Note to self. No pun intended. Anyways,
God damn it.
Desmond, clean this mess up.
I don't know what mess you're talking about.
I can't see.
You dribbled it on the floor. I can see the shit. My eyes work. I know
I
it wasn't
don't know.
Talon. Talon just
I
uses it
was
to
sitting in
fumigate.
the middle of the floor.
Talon keeps walking down the hallway, not knowing where he's going.
Talon, stop. You get lost in the
I
tower if
did.
you don't know what you're doing.
Right up to fucking Talon is like, yeah, let's go.
You two are killing me. You are literally killing me.
Talon,
I can take my fire and make it faster.
what direction are you moving?
Or whatever direction we were moving before, or at least Luna was trying to move in.
Are you taking
I'm
any
staring at the
turns?
rock and is extremely distracted.
Are you taking any turns?
Are you trying?
Don't plan on it.
Okay.
Unless I run into a wall.
You
which
move.
then I run into a wall.
Make a perception check at disadvantage because you're distracted by the shiny.
What's up, Rocky? 11.
You stumble down the hallway, swaying back and forth as you go, not like you're drunk, but just not walking in a straight line. Never actually hitting the wall, but coming a few times. Luna, you just stand there rubbing your forehead and your temples, thinking, oh my lord.
No, I'm never gonna hear the end of this. Desmond, for once in your insanity, do not do anything, but but follow quietly behind.
I haven't done anything yet, but follow clause behind, but now I'm ahead of you. Instead of that, I haven't done anything else out of what you just said.
He says over his shoulder as he continues to walk towards Talon.
I look over at the apprentices. I'm like, I know water. I know water will break it down, but it's not foaming. I said prestidigitation should deal with it, I think.
Told you
Yeah,
not to on it.
Then how do you clean it up, dipshit?
I don't know what the fuck it is. I just know magic doesn't work.
Oh my god. Desmond,
Are you
you
trying
don't
to
behave.
when we were trying to clean up that goddamn mage camp?
Desmond, you need to behave here in the tower.
I am behaving. I don't know what you're talking about. I haven't done anything. And if
Not
you
lying to me.
in this castle.
You're the only other person besides the bird who has this shit.
People are starting to
I don't
gather
have
at this
anything.
point at their doors, looking at you, dressed in all gray, with their sashes always across their left shoulder. As they stare, generally women, some men, all around the age of 40 to 60, looking at this spectacle that you are creating. It's very out of place for such a peaceful section of the tower.
I think fire works on it really well. If you just burn down this whole section, it will disappear.
Shut up.
One of the ladies actually gasps, puts her hand over her mouth, looks at you,
We're not
Luna.
burning anything. Apprentices, I look at them. Summon the alchemists and have them clean it up to the best of their abilities. I tell them to be absolutely careful with that stuff.
Yes, ma'am. Who am I to say sent us?
Luna. These are apprentices, so they won't know my real title. Baron Luna. They should know me if.
Is it?
Yeah, Baroness.
Of course, Luna. It shall be done.
I apologize to you. I am so sorry about these two.
Their
Well-
faces immediately turn red and they get extremely sheepish. She says, "Oh, no need to apologize to us. We're just apprentices, of course.
And you're still inconvenienced by my guests, so
Living here is inconvenient, mistress. It's part of the training."
yes. I thank you for helping me with this.
You're too kind.
I'm almost defeated with those two. Have they got out of my sight yet?
I mean,
I'm
it's
looking at-
one long hallway, so no.
Yeah, I can judge. You're talking. I need to go catch up. Like I said, gather the alchemists and tell them to be extra careful with it. I don't know much about it, but I do know that it burns fabric.
Okay. They say kind of like worried all of a sudden because they're covered in fabric.
That's why I told them to summon the alchemists and use absolute precaution with it. We have specialists. Let's utilize their skills.
At this point, Desmond and Talon are just wandering down the hall, getting steadily further and further away from you.
I once again thank them, and I turn around and add a brisk walk or speed to catch up with him.
I'm not going back. That's
Yeah, but like I have to catch up to him, and I'm like, all right, follow me, and we head towards one of the elevators to get up to the top floor.
As
God
you
forbid.
approach the elevator, sometime later, making your way through this massive construction, there's somebody standing at the elevator and going up, miss.
To the king's chambers.
It's off limits, of course.
I obviously provide my identity.
It doesn't matter.
You get me to at least the highest level that I can get
The one,
to the where I.
the floor below the king's chambers, the reception office, of course.
Get me there.
You step into the elevator. Desmond, Talon.
I finally put the stone away.
He's just been staring at it with like his giant black reflective bird eyes.
I thought he was. Oh, his black eyes. Okay.
His eyes are always black. However, he is currently white, and it yet again baffles you.
You know, I still think you're doing this just to mess with my head. Anyways. Are you two coming or what?
Well, you told me not to move.
I said to follow me and do not cause any more incidents. Never said anything about not moving.
But how am I supposed to do this when you just contradicting yourself? I'm just gonna do what I usually do and ignore what you're saying because you're confusing me. You tell me to do one thing and you tell me not to do it 10 seconds later. You just need to stop telling me what to do. I'll make do. I
I'll
didn't
make
die in
you.
the other castle. I won't die in this castle.
In the other
Dang.
castle, you may have made the king
Okay.
chuckle. I am starting to have concerns. Anyways,
I also step in the elevator.
let's go.
The man steps inside. He knocks on the wall in a very synchronized pattern, and the elevator begins to move slower than outside of D&D universe, slower than what you would imagine an elevator would. It's not necessarily powered by, obviously, electricity. Something else is moving it. Luna, you know that these elevators are operated through a system of lifts and pulleys with gigantic stones that are moved by magic with a 24-hour staff.
It's gonna be a little bit of a trip.
You know, if we wanted to, we're in the elevator. We could just hijack this place and go up the next floor.
I don't think that worked, Jordan.
Yeah, that would not work. We're in practically a sealed box.
Luna,
Or whatever.
you are aware that the elevator doesn't actually go to the top floor. There are stairs that go up from the second to highest floor to the top
Right.
floor.
Uh,
And as architecture does, the tower gets narrower as it goes higher, and over the course of the next 20 minutes or so, elevator's moving, and you feel a slight tilt, almost as if you're traveling not completely straight up, because you're not. And then the elevator slows and slows and comes to a stop. The opening revealing... There's no doors on this thing, by the way. You're just watching the floors go by. Very dangerous. Not exactly OSHA approved.
OSHA doesn't exist. What are you talking about?
I don't know.
OSHA's a lie.
What's OSHA?
It's naturally OSHA.
But not safe at all. If you were to, I don't know, stumble and fall out, you could very easily be cut in half by this contraption.
Sit there, look at that. You know, why didn't we just put like a gate or something that we can open and close manually?
It's inconvenient, of course. Just don't be stupid.
I look over at Desmond. Right.
What are you looking for? By the way, Talon, do you have that thing, potion, that stinky potion? Can I see it quickly?
No.
Sure.
Do not.
I'm
No, do not
fine.
give him anything. We're stuck in a thing. If he opens that in here, we're all gonna suffer.
Talon, you reach into your bag of holding, pulling out the vial. Still oddly heavy in your hand. Do you hand it over to him?
Wait, I thought he hit it. He said he hit it.
I did say I hit it.
You still have it.
Doesn't matter if you pull it out of your bag of holding or your ass crack. Anyways, let's
Do
get
you
on
pull
with
it
this
out?
crazy.
What do you do?
Nothing. I just make sure no one else can grab it.
Oh, fair enough. Do you give it to Desmond?
No.
mine.
No! It's mine and it's mine and it's all mine. That's funny. Alright. Alright.
All right, have we come to the top yet? All right, I
At
want to
this
split this
point-
conversation.
At this point, you near the top, and the angle that the elevator's traveling becomes steeper and steeper until it's almost 45 degrees, and you're leaning to one side as you travel higher and higher, and then it all of a sudden straightens out, and you approach an opening into a vast, well, not vast, vast is the wrong word, into a rather large room completely constructed of stone, white marble. It's a feat of engineering to have such a heavy stone up this high. As you step out, there's a desk with stairs behind it and a receptionist sitting there with a small bell on the desk. She continues to read through a ledger, not paying you any mind.
All right.
I reach into my bag of holding and pull out the dark blue jar and put it in the corner of the elevator and leave.
Pull out the what?
What?
The dark blue jar of liquid and put it in the corner of the elevator, then leave.
In the jar still.
What?
Do you pour it out?
No, yeah, just I know. I put the jar in all of it over there because it's slowly expanding.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh, no. I'm gonna need another drink. Okay.
Time for a drink break?
At this point, the jar has expanded almost to the top. It's beginning to push on the surface of the lid and slowly, ever so slowly, bubbling and oozing out. The elevator boy actually looks at you as he notices what you're doing. He says, sir, that doesn't belong there.
What do you mean it doesn't belong there? I put it there, so it belongs there.
And who are you again?
The guy who brought you to death if you questioned me?
Did you really
Guy
just
who-
threaten me? In the palace, of all places, the White Tower, you're going to threaten me?
You got a problem with it? You're still within fireball range.
You're surrounded by hundreds of thousands of magi. You'd never make it out alive.
He's not
I can
lying
walk
to
out.
you.
Gabriel's shit. If I can steal Gabriel's shit, I think I can sneak out of here.
You're not sneaking anywhere, small one. You're about
There's
as
literally-
noisy and as clumsy as a gargantuan gargoyle stumbling through a hayfield.
I was chuckling to that one.
Him, on the other hand, he points over at Talon. He could probably sneak out of anywhere.
Hell, fuck, he just needs a
I
window.
reach in my out of that smaller, the red potion. I throw a little bit on him, then walk away.
The one that makes people
Love
ignite
potion.
into fire. Oh, the love potion?
Yes.
God damn it. What have I done? What have I done? What have I done?
Would that be technically a charmed effect?
It is. But
Yep.
what have I done? I'm never giving you access to anything again. Anyways. He shakes his head and he says, right, of course it belongs there. Beautiful darling. I'm so sorry.
Fine.
Ta-ta! And he
Hold on, I
like
wanna look at something before we do
waves
anything.
with like two fingers, super awkwardly. Luna, this strikes you as very odd.
Yeah, that's weird.
You actually know this specific worker, and he's always been a complete and utter prick to everyone, including the king, and somehow gets away with it.
You know, I like you better as a prick. I put my hand on his shoulder and
What
channel
do
some
you
Kichu.
mean? Unhand me, you scoundrel.
Shut up. I went channeling Kichu.
Do you know who I am? What?
And I don't care. There it is. You've been charmed. Well, you know what? I patted his shoulders.
Are you curing
fun.
his charm effect?
Yes, I am.
He looks over at you, Desmond. He says, "Hey, take your fucking jaw."
It's not my jar. It's your jar.
My
It's
Yeah,
been
I
there
know.
when we get in here.
my jaw.
It's not your choice.
Yes, that jar was there the whole time. I was just.
It was
Looking at it,
definitely
inspecting.
not there the entire time.
I
Although
promise you,
I do have
jar.
this.
We came up, I started inspecting it because I saw shit started growing in it, and I was enthused. And then we were about to leave, so I put it back down and
I
started
do
walking
have
out.
this foggy space in my memory. Very odd. Take the jar! The
I do
receptionist
wonder-
at this point glances up.
I walk over and pick up the jar.
The
And I
recep-
walk-
I can't. No. I walked over to the jar and I act like I picked up a minor illusion and making it look invisible as I walk out.
Beautiful.
There we go, that works too. I like
Make
that
a
better.
sleight of hand check. Beautiful.
13.
Yeah, good enough, for sure. You kind of step in front of it and bend down, which it's not hard to conceal it behind your small body. You wave your hand a little bit and cast the spell, and then step away from it again, and he says, good enough, thank you very much. Good day now. The door that doesn't exist, I apologize. The elevator begins to lower again as it takes a central location back in the tower.
As it gets about a floor and a half away, I dispel the concentration.
Damn it. You just hear a scream, "Goddamn son of a bitch! All these stupid fucking people!" And then you hear a crash as he throws the jar. And you don't know what's going to happen after that, but it can't be good.
I'm looking at Desmond. We really need to leave the castle as soon as possible.
Why?
I brisk.
This place.
I like this place. Desmond, I think you're gonna get me executed at this rate.
The receptionist looks up at you, makes eye contact with you, Luna, makes eye contact with you, Desmond, and then you, Talon, and promptly looks back down at the book she's studying.
Sure. What you reading?
The lead.
She completely ignores your existence.
I walk over and ring the fucking bell.
Yeah, charm ability.
She slowly looks up at you, smiles. How can I help you, Luna?
What?
You recognize her. You don't like her. She's a snobby child of the previous the head of the Red Aja. Her name is Daenerys.
Daenerys, it's been too long.
Unfortunately, not long enough.
Whatever. I don't have time for these shenanigans. I need an audience with this king, with our king.
You need an audience with him. Whatever for?
That is between me and our grace, and the king.
So you expect me to just tell him that you showed up and you're requesting an audience and with an undiagnosed disclosed reason and him to admit you?
That, or I'll tell his wife what he did.
His wife is indisposed.
Ah, crap, that's usually
Wait,
the
so
case.
there's somebody? And I wasn't there to hide the body.
I didn't say she was dead, you fucking moron!
You
Said
said
she-
indisposed. Is that what means dead?
Indis-
Doesn't mean.
No, indisposed just means not available.
No, I'm pretty sure if you use it in that context, it means somebody killed themselves and hit the body, and I wasn't there to hide the body.
She looks at you, genuine for a moment, Luna, and she says, you want me to let him in with Luther?
No. But I'm afraid what happens if I leave him alone, too.
I don't want him out here.
What? I just like hiding bodies. I just more shit to burn.
She looks over at you.
Desmond, you behave, and I will get you full access to the libraries. And that...
You don't care about your library right now. I can go to anywhere and go anywhere and get into a library. That's easy.
Not these ones.
Yeah, you just kill everybody in your way and get into the library. It's easy.
Oh my god.
Do I need to call security? The Reds are here.
No, I'm not killing anybody. If I did, the whole half this castle would be on fire right now.
Oddly
Oh my
enough,
God.
the Reds also hate men.
Sure.
Talon, you have nothing to worry about.
Who says I was a man? I can just be a very manly woman.
She looks over at you, Talon. She says, I don't think they'd be able to tell your gender, to be honest.
I
That
give
was-
a relieved turf.
Luna,
Just tell him
I
it's
know
about the
that we
war.
don't like each other, but between you and me, it's late. And he
don't care how late it is, and I was informed he hasn't been sleeping either.
doesn't sleep. That doesn't make a difference.
Tell him it's about the war.
Everything's about the war nowadays, Luna. Which
I
war?
don't c- Well, I need to get information about the one we currently started with the Dragonborn, which I was not privy to that information. I was out of the country, but anyways.
You've been away for some time, have you?
Yes, let's just say that he still owes me for the many times I've saved his life.
Do you think he cares?
Oh, he will.
Are you threatening?
Just tell him it's important that we talk.
Look,
Anyways, I used to be.
I'll
friends with him.
try.
Yep.
You know I don't like you, but
Yes.
somebody needs to talk some sense into the city, and he's always liked you.
Yes, that's actually the main reason I'm here. I'm starting to get very worried from my reports.
And I am not opposed to going to war with the Dragonborn. However, fighting a war on two fronts is reckless at best,
No, it's suicide.
especially against Alakar.
I know, I've met the man personally.
You lived.
Yep.
He's a legend.
He is a legend. And a very reasonable one at that.
You said Alakar.
Oh, he loves dancing.
She looks at you rather confused.
He survived. And he did literally what he said he did.
You danced in front of Alakar. At
It
a
was actually a pretty good
ball
jig.
or
Yep, it was actually a pretty good jig, to be honest with you.
like at a ball or to
No, literally in
party?
front of his desk.
You know what? Just go up. I don't need to deal with this. And if Luther seems like something poor is going to happen to me, just I'll tell him that you overpowered me and I couldn't stop you.
Yeah, that's fine.
Well, be the truth.
I may not like you either, but I won't throw you under the bus because basically, yeah. The bus.
Just-
I won't. Yeah, let's go.
Just
You
leave
too.
me be, please.
Yep.
And take that fiery little monster gremlin with you. Dances and all.
You two. All right, you two. Let's go. And do try to behave. I'm not worried about you, Talon. Just go find something shiny. There's probably plenty up there.
By the way, make a wisdom saving throw, Talon. Big pass.
Big fail.
Ale.
Is it?
Is it me or is it this program being really?
It's laggy because of his laptop. It looked like you rolled a 5 for a second, Talon.
Nah.
Okay.
At first, I thought he was going to roll a 9.
For whatever reason, Talon, the bell on that desk calls to you, and you just can't seem to leave it alone.
Rocky.
What's happening?
This guy's letting dogs in and
Oh.
out. What's all on her desk?
Some paperwork, the bell that I previously mentioned, as well as a few odds and ends, a paperweight that is rather crystalline in structure, not super shiny though, and a sign that has been written on this rather thick paper that says "Ring for Assistance."
And is any of it particularly close to an end?
Yeah, the bell,
I mean, other than the bell that I'm interested in.
the sign, which is directly above the bell.
Oh, and then with my invisible wing, I tip it off the desk.
The sign?
Yep.
Okay.
And as everyone's distracted, I swipe the bell.
Make a stealth check with advantage. Because that
Stealth
was
check.
good.
That's beautiful.
Wow.
That's like the lowest I've ever seen you roll with stealth, and that's with advantage. Anyway.
And he still got 21.
Yep. I mean, he's broken, but whatever.
Yes.
Advantage not getting above a 10. That's
You have
tough,
to roll
dude.
2 ones.
Alright. You very stealthily, as you do, take your wing and slide the paper off the desk, simultaneously keeping the bell in place and not ringing it. As it falls to the floor, you actually catch it with your toes and pull it, sliding it back along the floor, and then bend down and grab it while she is distracted with whatever book she is reading. You now have a sign in your inventory that says "Ring for Assistance."
Wait a minute. I think you misunderstood this.
What?
His job, he was going to get the sign on the on the ground.
And when everyone was distracted, I swiped the bell.
Oh. Redo.
The world rewinds.
I'm
And another
gone.
reaction.
So you slide the paper off, and she actually notices it fall and bends down to grab it. And in that short amount of time, right in front of Luna and Desmond, you swipe the bell greedily, looking around like a goblin who's just grabbed his prize and slip it into your bag of holding, smiling with your beak in the very odd fashion that you do at Luna with your white feathers.
Luna's just shaking her head, trying not to laugh.
I cast Minor Illusion and we make a face of a bell appear.
Wonderful. The bell's still there. And she comes back up with the sign. Very odd, isn't it? Luna, your friends and you should go now. Make your way up.
Thank you. And I head upstairs.
The stairs are oddly shallow, very small distance in between them in a spiral with a railing. Ivory along the rail, pieced together almost perfectly by some master craftsman. The luxuries of living in the largest city on the plane that you're aware of.
And I still hate these stairs.
They're the like super obnoxious stairs that are really like small but really long.
Right? Like I said, I'm like, I hate these freaking stairs. Couldn't have got something more common sense. Ugh.
As you approach the
What's
top, what Desmond?
So what's wrong with the stairs? I've been on worse.
Yeah, probably. I just never liked these obnoxiously long, shallow stairs. Just never did.
Sure. You know, you can just blow a hole through the floor and fly up.
Nope. That'd be like, nope.
You didn't even let him finish his sentence.
The one thing I'm gonna ask: do not, for the love of God, destroy anything.
Why
Especially-
would you just do stuff? That seems like a waste of perfectly good, pretty stone.
Whatever you do, no fire, no explosions.
So are you saying I shouldn't have started that fire in the garden?
You never started a fire in the garden.
How do you know? You weren't looking at me all the time we were in the garden. You're distracted by Talon and some plants.
I would have smelled the fire. I'm assuming if it would have burning. And it's in
Desmond,
green
make a
garden.
deception check.
Oh fuck, he's got crazy advantage on that too.
Uh-huh. Luna, go ahead and roll a counter check.
What am I? Is that intuition or something?
You have a chance.
No, it's just a insight.
That's what I meant.
Well, he definitely did not start a fire in the garden.
Well,
At least not one that
even-
got out of control.
Oh, anyways, Lady Samantha would have found it and easily dealt with it. I might actually have to take over her job at this rate.
How about the fire in the vases?
You know what, Desmond? I don't believe you in the
Yeah.
least. As we're going up these stairs.
At
And
this
I'm gonna
point-
tell you this.
You reach the door, and standing before you, you have seen this door before, obviously, Luna. Black iron with a screaming visage on the front, 2 giant knockers, and 3 locks on the outside.
I never did like this door either.
I think I know somebody who would have liked this door.
Is it locked?
Fuck, I hate this. I go up to the giant knocker. I swear to God, if I have to override these locks, I said hit the knocker.
The left or the right one?
I'm gonna go with the right one because I'm right-handed. No, fuck that. I'm doing both. If I can reach.
You can. You reach up, you grab the knockers, and they're obnoxiously heavy. As you swing them and let them go, they slam with a resounding, echoing boom that vibrates through the walls and the floor. Then you hear this voice from the inside that you recognize as Luther's, but it's different. Higher pitched and squeakier than normal. No, not squeaky, I apologize. Higher pitched than normal. Do come in then.
I proceed to open the doors and walk in.
I follow stealthily.
Laying
Shadows.
on his... Wait, you're stealthing?
I am stealthing.
Make a stealth check? You better roll high. You're walking in a door that he is looking at. Yeah, not good enough.
He's got a 20.
Not good enough.
Ah.
He's looking at the door.
I pull out my balls of juggling and start juggling as I walk through the door.
I am.
Are you catching them on fire?
No, not
Okay.
yet.
So, as this entourage of a bird... Okay, so first Luna walks through looking as if she's been here before because she has. Followed closely by Talon, who's crouched down, acting sneaky, singing theme music to himself as he veers off to the left and attempts to hide behind a dresser in plain sight. And then Desmond walks through of a height with Talon as he was crouched, juggling balls in such a majestic way that it is captivating in all of its splendor. Before you is a man that you know to be Luna, or that you know to be Luther, Luna.
Man.
But he's lost weight. He's gaunt, sickly. His face is gray. His beard is gray. His face thin and ill. His eyes yellowed around the edges and the whites.
My doctor skills take over. What the... Luther! I haven't... Jesus! Or, by the gods!
What do you want, Luna? And what the hell are you doing home? You're supposed to be in
Well,
Azarath.
Yeah, I was.
And you got here?
Yep.
How quickly?
I have my ways. Anyways. I will brief you on that in a minute. Have you been eating right?
You will brief me. Do you know who the hell you're talking to, Luna?
Yes. And I still remember a boy who's been chasing me around since he was knee-high.
A boy who could very easily have your head.
I can help you hide the body.
Who the hell's that?
Luther, I will deal with that. Desmond? Right
You
now
better.
is not the greatest time.
And why is that bird trying to hide behind my dresser?
I'm sneaky, chirp.
He's a sneaky bird. That's crazy. Talon, can you please stop?
I see you! You fool! You're white!
Oh, I forgot that he was white.
How can you forget somebody's white? That makes no sense.
That's rather racist, I believe. No, I'm just playing. I'm sorry.
That's fine. On that.
He looks over at you. Why did you bring this merry bunch of idiots to my rooms?
Entertainment
Because
question? I believe that's why we're here. Nobody's told me why we're here.
I will
keep
have
juggling.
you killed. Although, you're
I
rather
would
good at that.
rather not have you kill my glass cannon here.
Your glass... What do you need, Luna? Why are you home? Do you have anything to report about Azarath?
Yeah, Azarath is gonna skull stomp us
Really
into oblivion.
Azarath beat us. That's funny.
You guys got tromped in the last battle.
Well, we lost the idiot Gabriel. He says that he... Listen, I don't believe a word he has to say. I'm not sure what happened,
He
but...
drank a perilous potion and got captured.
You're fucking joking.
Nope. Point it at the bird. He's the one who gave him the damn potion.
You single-handedly caused the worst defeat in the history of my country.
Actually, that was all just, yeah. I didn't even realize it. Anyways, I didn't
Explain
actually
to me
that bad.
why I won't have you killed right now as a traitor.
Are you aware that the king of Azarath is the Demigorgon?
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, he's not lying. He's made a contract with the Demigorgon.
I'm sure
I
I heard
did
you
s-
wrong. The
No, you
Demigorgon.
totally heard it.
The
Yes.
Prince of Demons.
Yes. I've actually talked to the man. In person. Like we are right now.
And you're alive. And not
Yes.
insane.
He likes my dancing.
Something seems to have happened, chirp.
The Prince
He
of
seems to
Demons
be-
likes your dancing.
Actually,
Yes.
Desmond?
I
I'm
can
gonna
dance.
say
and jump.
I'm gonna say it's his human contract part that I don't know. Magic is confusing to me.
Magic's
But-
not that confusing. You just wave your hand, say some words, and things happen. How is
No,
that confusing?
Can we just get this straight? Demigorgon,
Yes.
the Prince of
The-
Demons,
Demigorgon, yes.
is on the material plane.
Not completely 100% because, like I said, we're not dead. But yes, he is.
Oh yes,
Clear.
that's so much better. I'm at war
Yeah,
with the Prince of Demons.
Yes. I'm
What proof
surprised
have you?
besides I met Arbok.
Arbok Sob.
Yes, the what do you be
You mean
calling
the
is
beaver thingy that should be more on fire?
Who
the
is
thing you
Arbok
vote on.
Sob?
Arbok's Ob is the predecessor or the being who made the abyss.
I-
The Demigorgon
I-
usurped his throne.
I don't believe this.
Well,
This
I
is
did just
too
watch-
outlandish, Luna. You understand?
You don't believe this? Oh, you don't believe that fighting the you think how I felt when I literally watched Obak Ob blow up a fucking camp?
He did what now?
That was a really nice cabin.
Literally blew the fucking. Oh my god.
Any high-level mage could do that. What makes you believe you haven't been deceived?
I mean,
How?
he did drag him through hell.
Yeah, we did also go through the abyss.
Any
To get
high-level
here in a-
mage could do that as well.
Can they navigate that and then get chased by the real Demigorgon screaming at you because you're, running with Arbok Ob?
Arbox. Ob.
Yeah. He literally gave us the opportunity to get here because the mission when we were contracted as adventurers to find a book, specifically the Necronomicon.
You mean this book? And he points to his side dresser, and laid before you is a leather-bound, wrinkled skin, black book with, again, a screaming visage embossed on the cover.
Oh, that explains so much. Yes, that.
I thought this was to spawn liches. Where's the
Yeah.
liches?
Yeah, me too. I was told that thing spawns if it's not kept in a specialized container.
You were lied to. This book is nothing dangerous. It's nothing to fear.
Can I read it then?
No, don't touch it. It's mine.
Why not?
It's mine.
Desmond, for once in your little half, what are you specifically? Are you a halfling?
Close. Yeah, he's a halfling.
All right, Desmond, in your little halfling life of psychotic insanity, don't do anything.
But I want to read the book.
You might be the only being in existence out next to the Prince of Demons and Obrak Ob who could read that book and not going insane because you're already crazy. Anyways.
Yeah, apparently Desmond's immune to insanity. We found that out today.
That book corrupts everybody.
It doesn't corrupt anybody. You leave it alone. It's mine.
But I had so much shit I could add to it.
Can I see if he's like abnormally like obsessed with protecting the book, or is it it's just he's normal like this with all his possessions?
No, this is unusual.
It's definitely odd. Well, I guess, I would say insight check.
20.
Yeah, so he doesn't seem to be as possessive of anything else in the room as the book specifically. And you find it rather odd if he's so defensive of it, so defensive of it that he would have it out in the open like this.
I have a question. If I do a really amazing dance, can I read the book?
No.
I'll
Desmond,
kill you.
stop. For all that is.
Why? I just want to read the book. I'm not going to take it. You can watch me read the book.
It is mine.
Okay. How about this? I throw a fireball in here, and we all can read the book together afterwards.
What? Will that turn us all to ash?
I'm rather confused.
I'm confused as you are.
Did he just threaten to kill me? And you!
No, I would not.
And itself!
Luther. He's insane to the highest level.
He has almost a bird-like gaze as it snaps to you, eyes wide, and he says, Luna, the book's mine. He can't have it.
Luther, that book is corrupting you. You are not the man I seen 2 years ago.
But Of course, it's been 2 years, Luna.
Luther, your
People
health
change.
is degrading. Not to this degree.
I'm
I didn't
fine.
train- Luther, I didn't train and help raise you for this.
I don't need your input.
I cast
You
minor
did it
illusion.
anyways.
It's running away from him.
You cast what?
Minor illusion makes it look like the book's running away from him.
Oh my god.
His hand snaps out oddly fast and places it on top of the real book as the illusionary one floats across the room. He says, "You can't trick me, young mage. I'm connected to this book."
And that's what
Yeah,
scares me the most, Luther. That
So you're
book.
saying if you're a beaver, you can still cast magic.
I'm close. Luna, I'm close. I'm almost there. I just have to finish it.
Luther, it's killing you. And your kingdom.
Doesn't matter. The kingdom's fine.
Luther, I fought for this kingdom on more than one fight. Oh, no. This book should be locked away in the farthest annals and never looked at by anybody.
And it will be once I'm done with it.
It doesn't let you be done with it. It corrupts you to the fact that you can think of nothing but the book. Where is your wife?
What do you know?
In the last week or so, I have seen more outlandish, strange, and downright insane stuff in my 100 years.
And who are they?
These two? They're just hired help.
Sure.
You brought hired
no.
help into my room, demand to take
Uh,
my possessions, as one of them attempts to hide behind my dresser.
Why are you still doing that? Because I thought I told you to stop.
I came out in the open after he pointed out the first time.
Well, I don't know what's going on with Bird. Anyways, back on point.
Do you realize how
Luther.
insane you sound? The book's corrupting me. You
Yes,
brought a
you.
psychotic, juggling dwarf and a bird into my house.
Halfling. I can't say anything about the bird. Anyways,
I can become real psychotic. I could build you a hut and make you a beaver inside a hut.
stop!
What the hell is wrong with you?
Oh my god.
You're telling me I'm insane.
I know he's insane. You
Desmond
did not.
looks up with like one eye bigger than the other, like giving him the crazy eyes.
Like I said, totally insane.
Much like it is in the
Where
picture.
is your a better question? Where is your wife?
She's on holiday.
Where?
She went to see her mother.
See, told you, they definitely killed her.
Can I see if he's lying or not?
Insight check.
Luther, I love you as a son, but this is wrong.
He is not being entirely honest with you, Luna. Talon, as far as you're aware, he seems genuine.
Okay.
That doesn't mean that he's completely lying or that his wife is dead or anything crazy. It just means he's not being entirely honest.
Luther, you gotta remember, I have been here since the day you've been born. You're not telling me the whole truth.
Why would I? What reason have you given me to be honest with you?
Luther, the entire time I've known you, I've never lied to you.
That's entirely not true.
Right. Example.
Example, when I was young and you were training me in the way of the sword, you said that I was the best you'd ever seen. That's complete and utter bullshit.
That is flattery. There's a difference.
Oh,
Your
so
talent
that
was
helps.
there. Sure, you're not your grandfather's level, but shit, not many people can reach his length.
My other instructors told me I couldn't hit the broadside of a barn if it smashed me on the face.
I wish they would have told you that, but anyways, that was... You
I
come
have
to me
a-
crying!
Regardless, I have no reason to tell you where she is. It's important. You don't need to know.
It's important, the fact that you decided to start a war with the Dragonborn.
That just kind of happened.
I was told it's because they just didn't want to share their technology, because they said they didn't understand. Diplomacy works.
Apparently not.
It takes time to build relationships, especially with a group as reclusive as the Dragonborn.
They've
Did
been
they kill our?
They've been encroaching on our borders for the last 10 years, ever since they poofed into existence on this plane, and then they refused to trade with us. Of course I started a war with them.
And I hear we're getting our asses handed thoroughly stomped.
Well, funny story about that. Yeah, we are. Yeah.
The war with Azarath, one war at a time. But on a side note, there might be a chance we could end that war without any more needless bloodshed.
To level with you, Luna, if what you're saying is true, how the hell was I supposed to know that I was at war with a literal deity?
Yeah, I didn't even know it until I literally met the guy. And then, like I said, his other evil opposition. Of all people, you know the Blackthorn. You've heard his rumor, right?
Of course, he's decimated our armies for the last 10 years.
Yeah, well, I met him, fought him, and beat him, by the way.
He let you win.
He didn't use a sword. And he claims otherwise, but he is Arbok Ob.
There's an
Well,
X at the end of that word.
Arbok's Ob, or whatever the
Yes.
fuck, I don't care. Anyways, I'm saying it right in story. We'll just go with it. Anyways,
I'm at midnight.
if, like I said, the only advantage we have is that fact we might be able to turn those against each other.
You want to start a fight between the literal kings of the demon world on this plane of existence?
No.
And you want me to condone it?
No. The conversation I had, can't say how truthful he was with me, but I do know he does not tell lies. He has no desire to have that battle inside our dimension.
What does he want?
He wants to be king again.
And I assume that he needs the book to do it, right?
Exactly.
No, he can't have it. It's mine.
And that's what concerns me. All right, if you didn't have the book, then explain to me who this Lady of Secrets or the Lady of Whispers is.
It's none of your business.
How about you go with us? You can just bring the book with
The
you.
Lady of Whispers, your new elder.
What, Hunter?
Asked him if the Lady of Whispers is his new elder.
His welder?
New elder.
You know, the new one that joined his group? That's all for war?
That's none of your business.
She is. Holy crap.
Can I inspect to see if the book has a magical hold on him?
Can you do that without touching him?
Arcana check? Yeah, I mean, you can try.
Seven.
That ain't happening.
How is your... Oh, it's based off intelligence. Use your charisma. With proficiency. So 7 plus 5 plus 4. Or just do that. Yeah, the book... They're connected in some way. You're not sure the nature of the connection.
So I can't tell if it's magical?
It's magical. It is magical, but you're not sure who holds power over who.
I cast Dispel Magic.
As you begin to cast the spell, you try to do it semi-subtly, and the spell fizzles in your hand, and nothing happens.
Alright, what's going on? I'm kind of waiting here.
My shit.
Hey, can we take a minute? I gotta pee.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you.
We'll take a pause for the cause. Anybody in the chat, thanks for coming out. We appreciate having all of you here. It's been a good time so far. I know the mic quality's kind of garbo, but it is what it is, man. And we're still having fun. We're still here. Still playing the game. I'm going to go to a brief break.
So I don't get a roll for this spell magic?
I'm gonna go ask him.
Okay, that feels better. There's a hot dog cat behind me. Eat a kitty. Oh, it's a kitty. Alrighty, what's going on? Hello.
Alexa.
What's on?
All right, there you guys are. You guys gone forever. Jesus. Oh shit, I'm out. Water.
I have returned.
I haven't.
Make it. What did you do? Make another drink?
No.
I'll take that as a yes.
They drank half of it and then made another one.
That's not at all what happened.
This screens of infinity.
To infinity and beyond.
But there's wiggles.
Boop, 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 doo.
Wiggly wiggly. Oh yes.
All right,
It's fucking trippy to stare at that.
it is. Luna, might I ask what your plan is then?
My plan is to convince you to get. My plan. Well, I was gonna go home and find, said book, but oh my god, Luther,
What?
why? Why did you think reading that book was a good idea?
Seemed like a good idea at the time.
That's like me telling it, a child telling me when they messed up. It seems like a good idea at the time.
If anyone
right?
here's a
No.
child, it's you with the knowledge I now possess.
I'm gonna do the charm Luther.
How exactly do you wish to do this?
Well, I mean, it's because I'm a very charming bird. That's basically it's my perception against this. Like,
No, I get that. How do you want to charm him? What are you doing?
so it's like, hey, Luther, how did you come across the book? And I approach him very friendly. Like,
How did I come across the book?
That
Gun
is
roll.
actually very good.
oh, that's a sad roll.
Let's
Is it
see.
perception or is it persuasion? Okay, I have it.
It's persuasion, isn't it?
1 second. I closed it for investigation. It's persuasion. What I roll?
Perception.
Let's see. If
Charisma modifier +1.
yes, so I would have rolled even worse.
He looks at you. He says, "My possessions are none of your business, Birdman. Now, again I ask, what is the plan here then? Seeing as you believe you can just barge in here and tell me what to do, you must have a solution, right? Of course you do. Why else would you be here?"
I have something.
No one cares, Esmond.
Thank you, Talon. Damn it, Skylar, you got me confused. Luther, why?
You
Why?
said that already. Get on with it.
I'm in a mild state of shock right now. That the boy I raised to look at things objectively. That book should have came with a warning at least. Somebody, you got it from someone.
Luna,
You don't
objectively, right now you're rambling on with no point. What do you want?
What I want is you to throw that book away.
What's the point? It'll just come back.
You said that like 4 times now. He's obviously not
Talent.
going to throw the.
I'm well aware that he's not going to let it go.
Then who
I'm
cares
saying
if
what
he hinders us? Just bring him with us and we can solve the problem that way.
I was getting
You want me to leave the kingdom?
no.
Why
You are
not?
the king.
I run the
He is
place?
the king, and he has no heir. How about that for one?
Okay,
Unless that's
and
changed in the last 2 years, and I didn't know about.
None that I'm aware of.
Okay, so you just make sure he doesn't die on the way. What's the big deal?
What's the big deal?
I'm not going to hell.
Who said we have to go to hell?
That's where you said you came from.
Yes, but doesn't mean we have to take that way back.
He's also not going to go to the front.
Who said we have to go to the front?
Do you think you can just poof and magically take us there? Where even is there? What do you want?
Okay, I have completely got detrained.
You don't know what you want, do you?
I know exactly what I want, but nobody in this place will allow me to do it, so I'm not gonna do it.
That's probably best.
Luke, can I explain what plan was before we figured you had the Necronomicon?
Yeah, go right ahead. I need to organize my thoughts.
Before we knew you had the book, we were going to come. We're supposed to check on why you were starting a war, and that was more of Luna just caring about your well-being. And then we're gonna try to get help to find the Necronomicon, and then we're gonna pit Abax Ob and Alucard against each other. And if Abax Ob won, then Alucard would no longer be the Demigorgon, and that would help you a lot because you can't really be him. And that's what our plan was originally. Now that you have the Necronomicon, I don't exactly know how we could proceed from there.
Yeah, like I said, I got completely just.
That sounds like your problem.
Sounds like the entire kingdom's problem.
You just read it and make a copy of it.
It's not something we can make a copy of. There's literally one in existence for a reason.
Why can't we copy it? It doesn't make sense. It's words on paper. Put words on new paper. Get it with human binding. Call it a day. There's now 2.
You make it sound simple, but I don't think it's that simple.
Do you believe that you have the magical prowess to copy the power that is implanted into this book?
We don't need the power. We just need the book. Make it look like we have it, and give it to Alucard and make it blow up in front of his face and call it a day.
If he is who you say he is, then how are you going to convince him that it is what you say it is?
He just has to open his magical box. He looks at the book, and the book explodes and kills him, and we win.
The book explodes and kills the Prince of Demons.
They may be princes, but they're not indestructible beings.
He's literally a plain old.
I also do anything.
Back to the main point at
let me get
hand.
this straight. You want to booby trap a fake book and give it to Alucard.
Yes, but I need the real one to get it as accurate as possible.
And then what happens to Arboxob?
Who gives a fuck?
What if he decides all of a sudden he's going to rule the kingdom?
I'm going to turn him back into a beaver.
From what I heard, that didn't go very well for you last time.
Only
be fine. Those two almost got killed.
Yeah, that was terrifying. I'd rather not piss off that being. Holy God.
Fine, I won't turn him into a beaver. I turn him into a peasant.
A pheasant or a peasant?
Either works.
Damn it. We're getting nowhere here, guys.
Okay, on the long shot, that would work. You'd still need to, get a copy if you could. You might be immune to insanity because you're probably already thus insane.
I'm going to
How's this sound? Luna, you have chambers here in the tower. Take your friends. Go to sleep. Think on it overnight. We will adjourn for now. Discuss it. Come back tomorrow.
Yeah,
As for now,
I'm not in the
the
right
book
state of mind to have
is
this.
mine.
I would much rather feel safer if you had sealed that thing away in a plane that you could access at any time.
It is
Wait,
much
could you?
safer now. Where it is.
And then in a pocket dimension.
Then in a pocket dimension. Gods can
Okay.
access pocket dimensions, Luna.
I thought they had to know where they were to access them.
How do you know? Are you a god?
Sometimes I wish I was. But I'm in not the right state of mind to have this conversation.
Obviously.
Really.
You're talking
Have
in
a
circles.
me in the morning, and we can sit down and talk about it.
Yeah, I need sleep.
And with that, I'm going to go ahead and adjourn the session.
Damn it. We derailed my fucking whole conversation there.
Of course I did. It's what I do. I'm the DM. You had plans? That's funny.
Yeah, your plans just got shit on.
I put the bag of holding, the book of holding in the bag of holding. And
The
take us
Book
all
of Holding. The Book of Holding. That sounds terrifying.
That does sound.
It's the fucking thing you have to hold the bag on.
The Book of Holding what, might I ask?
The holding of interdimensional space. I can see that. I can see Hunter. That's what Hunter does. He's like, all right, if we can't take it, we'll just take us all to the other plane. Get us all sucked into a different dimension.
Actually, that sounds pretty cool. Having a book that each page can store an object.
The worst part is, I prepared you guys going to the astral plane because I didn't know if you idiots were going to stick a bag of holding inside a bag of holding.
Yeah, like, Storm trying to get us all in the bag of holding would not have ended well. I had 2 bags of holding basically on me, and Skylar had 1.
Yeah, but you're like, okay, no, I'm like, whatever. Fuck.
Fucking Talon with psychic damage.
Yeah, Talon kind of got fucked up with psychic damage.
Surprisingly, both Desmond and I freaking rolled high enough to get avoided.
It wasn't a high save, he just rolled really low.
Theme of the night.
Anyway, any feedback from anybody?
You fucking troll. Derailed my entire plan.
It's not trolling, I
Yep.
planned that from the start.
I didn't expect the book. That was well played. Now I'm in a predicament because what do I do?
I broke you. You just started talking in circles.
Right, I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah, I tried to back Storm out of that state of mind. I tried.
It's funny because
Well, I have other things.
you lived in a fantasy land where you thought he was going to give up the book.
Once I learned he had the book, I'm like, oh god. And I don't think I can even appeal to him now at this point.
No. I was trying to befriend him with my rogue guile, but he doesn't like birds.
You should have helped me get him out of the castle. We could have just snapped his neck and walked away with the book.
I mean, either of you could use the lucky.
I don't have lucky. My lucky doesn't work like that.
So I'm gonna help you use lucky.
I can give somebody a chance to re-roll.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, you can
Use
use
that.
it for any role.
Yep, I could even give it to another person to roll if they need to.
You should have used it.
We're not out of options yet.
But you, being the imbecile, was too confused. Sorry,
Yeah, I was
just
thrown
reading
for a
the-
serious loop. I'm like, oh god damn it, what? No. Because I'm bound by an oath for my character to,
I wonder how
could've used
Alucard, or I wonder how Luther got the book.
yeah, that's the question I want to know now.
This
I
question
bet
I'm trying
you
to
do.
figure out.
I bet you do want to know.
Dun,
Dun dun dun. Anyway, we stream D&D. I think we're gonna be moving to Mondays, so we stream D&D every Monday, starting at 7:30 p.m. Central.
I can't do Mondays.
You can't?
Skylar works. You got to remember, he's only on doing this week because he's got him leave.
Oh, well, we'll stick with Sundays then. We stream D&D every Sunday, 7:30 p.m. Central. We stream Overwatch. I don't know when we stream Overwatch, to be honest with you, because I'm having a rough time with scheduling. But I will get back to you guys. And everybody, have a good night. We're going to raid somebody. Let's find somebody to raid. Let's go. Nobody's on, so fuck it. We're not raiding tonight. Have a good one, folks. Unless one of you guys has somebody you want me to raid.
Not really.
Yeah, it's just y'all in here anyway.